let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free, leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. Yeah, he's setting the tone for every designer, making magic their own. Blueprints and dreams, they're the tools of the trade. With free Heathen workshop, the future's made. His models are art, his passion's the key. He's building a world for the community. Through struggles and triumphs, he's always on deck. With the mantra he lives by, protect your neck. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free and leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. It's more than print, it's a way to rise through the sweat and tears under burning skies. He's here for the makers, for the love he gives. With every design, he shows how to live. All free, then leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. Just build, let your heart connect. I love you and you matter. Hear the call with free Heathen. There's room for us It's free Heathen, breaking the game. For the makers, the dreamers, remember the name. Crew and tribe, we're riding this wave. For every creator who dared to be brave. He's the man with the vision, designs that inspire. Fueling the scene with relentless fire. From the crew to the tribe, he's breaking the mold. Building a legacy that's fierce and bold. Promoting the makers, he's lifting them higher. Every model a spark, every print's desire. He's got the skills, the hustle, the drive. Free Heathen workshop, keeping dreams alive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free, leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
His name is John C. Setting the tone for every designer, making magic their own. Blueprints and dreams, they're the tools of the trade. With free Heathen workshop, the future's made. His models are art, his passion's the key. He's building a world for the community. Through struggles and triumphs, he's always on deck. With the mantra he lives by, protect your neck. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free Heathen, leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. It's more than print, it's a way was free heathen, breaking the game. For the makers, the dreamers, remember the name. Crew and tribe, we're riding this wave. For every creator who dared to be brave.
He's the man with the vision, designs that inspire, fueling the scene with relentless fire. From the crew to the tribe, he's breaking the mold, building a legacy that's fierce and bold. Promoting the makers, he's lifting them higher. Every model a spark, every prince desire. He's got the skills, the hustle, the drive. Free Heathen workshop, keeping dreams alive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free, they're leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. Yeah, he's setting the tone for every designer, making magic their own. Blueprints and dreams, they're the tools of the trade. With Free Heathen workshop, the future's made. His models are art, his passion's the key. He's building a world for the community. Through struggles and triumphs, he's always on deck. With the mantra he lives by, protect your neck. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free Heathen leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. It's more than prints, it's a way to rise through the sweat and tears under burning skies. He's here for the makers, for the love he gives. With every design, he shows how to live. All free, then leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck.
It's free heathen, breaking the game. For the makers, the dreamers, remember the name. Crew and tribe, we're riding this wave. For every creator who dared to be brave.
He's the man with the vision, designs that inspire, fueling the scene with relentless fire. From the crew to the tribe, he's breaking the mold, building a legacy that's fierce and bold. Promoting the makers, he's lifting them higher. Every model a spark, every prince desire. He's got the skills, the hustle, the drive. Free Heathen workshop, keeping dreams alive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free, they're leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. Yeah, he's setting the tone for every designer making magic their own. Blueprints and dreams, they're the tools of the trade. With free Heathen workshop, the future's made. His models are art, his passion's the key. He's building a world for the community. Through struggles and triumphs, he's always on deck. With the mantra he lives by, protect your neck. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Free Heathen Workshop. My name, of course, is Maker Millwright. This is the Free Heathen Workshop. Welcome into my laboratory. Thank you for being here. Let's get some emotes. Come on, let's get some energy. I just got back into Canada less than 12 hours ago. Come on now. Come on now. Give me a little bit of that juice. Do I need to go to emote chat only? We could do that. By the way, since I've returned, the newest of new, Skull to the tribe, to new friends, to old friends, to friends we've lost, to friends we haven't made yet, and of course, to our fallen, lest they never be forgotten. Alright, well hello tribe. If you don't know, I was just overseas, spent about a week in the UK. I get the feeling you guys kind of missed me. I have a lot going on. I should probably grab. You know me, never prepared for a show. Never prepared for a show. Because why would I be prepared? You can tell my printers have been sleeping because they are not printing super great today. Alright, let's get some... What do we got here? We got some filament. Got some textiles material. Got a bag full of goodies. And we got some maker chips. Are these the ones I need? No, these are the extras. So these got to be recycled. There's my tag. Well, let's see what we got here. I think I lost all my maker chips. Well, let me grab some stuff. I'm waiting on those emotes, guys. I see you, Vince. I see you, Delta. Hey, Delta. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to meet you, too. I see you, Jupiter. This is extras? Yeah, this is extras. So my print today is just a mess, but I'm going to let it run for a little bit and stop it. It's because I didn't preheat my PETG. Alright, what do I got here? Got a bunch of laundry I gotta do. I got a business card I need. New toothbrush, some junk. Junk from the airplane. Where in the world is that? I have a bunch of maker chips I gotta show you guys. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them. Sure, but I sure hope I didn't lose them all. I only see 2 jars though. And those are the specialty ones. I'll have to find them. Like I said, I just got in. I got in last night. Super late. Then I went to bed. I don't know. Missing stuff here. Missing some stuff. That's alright, we'll figure it out. But, yeah, so what did I miss while I was away, guys? But Maker, you're not on the screen? Yeah, I'm never on the screen, don't mind me. Don't mind me. I don't know if Phantom's here or not, but Phantom, I actually, you know me, how much I hate trinkets, but I actually went and got a refrigerator magnet. Alright. Our last. Glad to be here. Well, you don't know that yet. Give it a minute. Um, Mr. Rabideau, how are you, sir? Welcome in. Oh yeah, tomorrow I'll book the flights. I'll take that. Can you double check that thing for me and then send me everything? Like just tag it or pin it in the Discord. All right. So we actually have filament to run today. Is this the one? Nope. These are all empty. Yeah, these are all empty. Is it this one? I missed Whip Sunday. I know, dude. It was impossible to stream while I was over there. When I was in London, I couldn't even get my friggin' phone to work. It's crazy. What do I got here? Oh yeah, this is good. We got good stuff in this one. We got some good stuff in this one. Oh yeah, I gotta stop that print and restart it. All right, what are we doing here? Let's stop this. It's because it's wet. And I didn't miss Whip Sunday. I missed you guys.
But why? Why would
Well,
you do
thank
that?
you,
Why would
Mr.
you do any
Dank.
of that?
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell the lab hasn't been running. That
What?
was my
You're the
first.
best, no matter what everybody on this app says.
It's not everybody else on the app says I am the best. It's wild, man. I got some stuff here. I just got not very organized. I actually was like still half asleep this morning. So, what I got here? I gotta take something off my keychain. Yeah, if you didn't know, they say I'm the best on Twitch. There's no better. Did you know that? That's why you either not hear about me or you hear all about me all the time. That's why. Literally the best here on Twitch. I may come sit and say that so you guys can cap that. Let's do this. All right. Do we want to take everything off? All right. Well, like we can have a phone call too. Phantom, just go in and repin the things I need, so I can take them to the travel agent tomorrow. So here's your pin. That's right. I am the best here on Twitch. Whether they say something about me or they don't, you all know Maker Millwright is the king of FDM. All right. So we got to talk about Uzi. So Uzi was a brand new brand. They're Turkish. They have no North American distribution yet. And they were hilarious. So, and we got to talk about Cookie Cat because I got to email them. But I got to make sure, I'm not very organized. So, anyway. So, when I met the lovely guys from Uzi, UZY, I was talking to them, telling them who I was. I told them, I'm from Canada because I thought I was American. Everybody thinks I'm American. I don't know. I understand because, we sound the same. I get it. But anyway, so they're like, hey, we can give this to you, but, like, just so you know, you're going to get stopped at airport security. I said, sure. And boy, did I get stopped at airport security. I got stopped, I don't know, like 3 times. So, we need to throw this on a machine and make something with it. So, do we start the hard stuff for them or start with the easy stuff for them? Oh, and they wanted to give me black. Now, you guys know how I feel about black, right? So, black hides layer lines and stuff, but that's not what I want to do. That's not what I'm trying to do, right? So, we could start by, well, nice new filament. It's Uzi by what is it, F3DM. Really nice people. There's the box. They're really nice. They're at the platform. I just explained to them, like, hey man, I'm just a small content creator out of Canada. We print a lot of stuff and we make stuff. So should we start with the easy stuff for them, and then just do something else, or should we give them the challenge? The challenge we give all filament. Also, the split reel is kind of cool. Run the gauntlet. Well, yeah, but you got to choose. Do we start with the easy, like what I just made? Just design something before the show to print in Pet G? Or do we start with minis and then work our way out of minis? Number 4 nozzle, 125 mils a second. Should we give them? Let's get some emotes. Come on, guys. I've been gone all week. I missed you guys. It was killing me. It was killing me. Plus, I was like super, super, super tired. I did from the time I got there to the time I left, I was doing things. I actually struggled to take all my notes for everything. I tried to write a bunch of things down. I didn't draw anything because I had no time. But yeah, it was very good. All right, well, let me show you what I did on Tinkercad. So I just started out with something really easy today. So I started out with I made a coaster. Something really simple. Just made a coaster, right? I had to downscale it because the Voron didn't like it, but I'll do the big one. And we'll try it on this. We're not going to do color swaps or nothing. We're just going to try it with this. This is a beige or skin tone, Caucasian skin tone. I don't know what you'd call that. But it's got aluminum in it, so it's a little on the heavy side. It's got a good weight to it. And yeah, we'll start with that. So I'm going to just kick up the bamboo. But the bamboo wants me to update, so I'm no longer airdropping to the bamboo, as I'm not a fan. But yeah, so I just made this. I can show you guys here. So if I ungroup all this, see, it's just 3 pieces, right? So I took a gear because I like that gap, right? So I started. Oh, it's actually more than that. So this is actually a cylinder through it all, right? So the cylinder cuts the main dish, right? These two gives me that center hole. Then I just picked a gear and just kept adding teeth to it, right? So we got what 18 teeth on there, and then I just put a backing plate on it, right? And then what I did is I just punched a hole in it with my initials. Really simple, straightforward stuff. Nothing big deal. It's just something quick to run. So we're gonna try that in the beige. I think we'll start them easy, right? We like to start everybody a little bit easy when they come into the lab. They don't know what kind of trouble they're getting into. Then we'll have to run minis with it. Oh, I got a broken film in here. See? Too much moisture in the lab again. Not liking this music either. Anybody got music for me today? By the way, the Pet G I'm running is undried Pet G from Polymaker. And it's trying, but it needs to be dried. Then there's the tail. Their tail is integrated into the holder, which is kind of cool. So is this going to be white? Yeah. So it fits on the AMS nice. Oh, it's a little tight actually. And then what I got here? Yeah, I got to push that white out. So we'll take this, jam it through the side of the reel. So we get that from time to time. Especially when stuff sits idle here in the lab. Yeah, for sure that's a problem. Alright, let's see here. So, yeah, what do you guys... So I got lots of show for Smurf, but is there any questions about Smurf? Got any questions about Smurf? Pull. It's all the way in. It's a shame we don't get to see Capricorn tubes at these things. But I met the folks from Cocoa Press after years of being a fan of their work. They still haven't sold me on printable food, but I know it's coming, and I know it's good that they're doing what they're doing. Like, they still haven't sold me on it, but I'm hard one to sell on it. Did I have fun? What do you mean by fun? Let's. What do you think fun means, and then I'll tell you if that's true. Sure, we'll generic profile it. Thank you, Desk. Yeah, you gotta tell me what do you think fun means, and then I'll tell you if I had fun or not. It looked like fun? The event or my time over there? There's there's some very standout moments for me, if you want to hear those. Oh, I don't think I'll be in any videos or photos. I don't think so. Desk, you guys overestimate how famous I am. I appreciate that though. There's tons of photos on Discord. I posted a ton. I actually have a ton more, but I have to figure out how to get them off my phone. It's so bad I can't scroll through them on Twitter when I want to load them to Twitter. So there wasn't a line outside to meet me. There was a line a couple of times. Couple of times. But no, not that famous, my friend. I appreciate your belief in the tribe though. Hello, Ram. Where was Ram? Ram promised me he was coming. I will point out though that was it 3D Punk? Um was mad he didn't get a photo with me. That was pretty funny. No, England, you're banned. I thought you were coming. Maybe another year. All right, so 3D Punk was complaining on Twitter he didn't get a photo with me. I think I have a photo with him. I have to go through all my data. I do have some short clippets and stuff. I want to get someone to put it all together for me. This is the maker chip from my guide, Woodcraft by Owen. Sweet, sweet dude. We spent a lot of time together, he and I. It was really fun. Whatever he says about me being there is a total lie. I only had 2 drinks. I did meet the incredible Layers with Lily. Actually, she found me, which was really sweet. She is so sweet in person, a true joy to be around. The whole thing, like, because we spent time together, the whole thing, her whole persona online, that's her. Very, very sweet woman. Very interested, very, very clever. Although I will point out 2 things, Slayers, if you hear this and you know it's true. There was twice during the questionnaire, like Joel telling questionnaire thingy, that I said the right answer and they put something else. So just saying. Prince Seps, the king of the baby belt, my boy Rob Mink, I love him to death. After 3 or 4 years of talking to him, I finally got to meet him. Sometimes like people need to put their name on their maker chips because their logo doesn't necessarily mean something to me. How about E3D? They were there. They were really nice. Bondtech invited me to their factory in Sweden. I almost did. I almost went. I'll be honest, guys. I almost didn't come back. But my feet are so bruised I can barely walk. It was so much fun. Um, Strice Systems, Strice Tech. They were cool. They had the soft TPU there. They were talking. I was talking to the guy about it, and he's like, it's just, I love doing the engineering side and R&D side. I said, so did I. He's like, yeah, we should definitely hit it up. So this is a little weird to me. So this is a Polymaker chip with a core blown out of it, which makes the QR code useless. So it should actually say Polymaker on the back. Of course, the most important, that's Sanjay Mortimer. He's the whole reason why we're there. The whole thing was to raise money. QR code works. Cool. This one? That works? Oh. It's weird that it would work missing so many components, but okay. This fella, he was really fun. His is a little sloppy. My spinner's a little different. But the trick with this one is he the outer shell is TPU or no, the outer shell is PLA and the inner shell is PETG, but it's a little loose in the rotation. But you can see there's plenty of us that like gears in our so-called maker chips, right? And then, the gentleman, the squire, the good soul that he is, Mr. Piled. I met Piled. And we went out for drinks. That was fun. Again, don't believe anything he says. I only had one. I only ever had one, right? When we were out for drinks, no matter what anyone says. But yes, Punk, I think I have a photo of you and me. Pretty sure. But he was like, I know you. And I was like, I'm a dude, yeah? He's like, no, you're Maker Millwright from the Free Heathen, aren't you? I was like, yes, I am. He's like, I'm Punk. And he gave me a card. His were they were packaged so nice. Little sleeve, cardboard backing. We'll have to dig through it, see what I have. But what a sweet gentleman. It's always nice when people recognize me. And it was good times. So we actually have a lot more to go through, but gotta bring it down a little bit. I'm gonna give myself a panic attack. But it is interesting that I'm not getting retagged and stuff on Twitter. I do find that interesting. But Pile posted up a great photo. Let me see if I can find it. So if you guys don't know, I bring extra maker chips. I bring the ones I give to everybody, and then I bring the ones that are made for you guys, the tribe. So you have to ask for them. So I'm at dinner with Lily, who actually is a real live PNG. She looks exactly like her character, colors and everything. Very. I thought she was human, but she's actually just a PNG. Uh, Owen, Piled, and Mrs. Piled, and we're having dinner and having a drink. See, because I only ever had one drink, so don't let them tell you otherwise. And we're having fun. And then they said, "Hey, where's the secret stash of chips?" I said, "Oh, I got it." Like, well, I want the secret stash of chips. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, oh, I should also get a pen and mark this. Hold on, let me do some stuff. Poorly organized? Maker Millwright poorly organized? Never. Never. Where's my... So I did bring markers to sign stuff. Nobody asked, but that's okay. I went to Wales. I was in Manchester. I was in London. I was in a town called Style. And I was in another town called Chester. And I'm going to have somebody data handle for me. So make movies and figure it all out. And they'll do the music and stuff. And then we'll go over it and then I'll work with them. This is... So that's what I do is I keep all of your guys' chips. I didn't get one from... Oh, there might be more. Hold on. Because I was not very organized. But again, there we go. There's my badge. I was not a creator. Apparently, I was supposed to ask for a creator badge. There is my Smurf 2026. There will be one. I will be remaking that for... Midwest. We'll confirm dates tomorrow for Midwest because I have to just go to the... Well, I'll confirm them tonight and then I'm going to go over to my travel agent tomorrow. In style... Did you get banned from London like Griswold's? No, because nobody knew who I was. I kept it on the DL. And every time someone would bring it up, I was like, no. So I was at Quarry Bank, which is a textiles plant, National Trust textiles plant. Here's the card. No QR on that one. And what it was, you'll get I have a ton of photos of it and some videos. Textiles plant. So if you guys don't know, I'm a former millwright. I love factories. I really love factories. Actually, when you see the exhibit from the London Science Museum, you'll be like, where are the rest of the photos? Like those are the only ones that matter. So, but I have two quarters. So I'm going to sew these together and make a pocket square. So that's the plan for those. I got a receipt for everything. Because if you guys don't know, I do sew. I make a little bit of everything. Alright, that new filament's going down nice. That not, this is all extra stuff? Okay, what did I do here? Didn't I have a big bag? Oh, I did have a big bag of stuff. Nope, that's not it. I had a big bag of stuff, didn't I? So yeah, if you go ahead, post any questions, comments, or concerns, and we'll talk about it. We are going to be starting the fundraising for Midwest. I need one of the mods to contact me privately so we can set that all up. I don't remember how we did it last year, but I believe it all went through PayPal. If you guys want to donate to that, that'll be a thing. Take some pressure off me. There is talk of Rep Rap Festival Japan, but I don't know if I have the budget for that. Yeah, the camera didn't work so great. I didn't like the. I really didn't like the. Yeah, so poorly organized. So poorly organized. Oh, maybe I just lost a big bag of stuff. I don't know. So, oh, there it is. Yeah, so the other thing is when you see it, you'll work on it? Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think I got banned from anywhere. I definitely got a lot of looks. That's for sure. Definitely got a lot of looks. No, Bexy and I are not together anymore, so we haven't been together for a few months, so. Yeah, sorry, buddy. No, no. Yeah, it's because I don't normally talk about it publicly, but she made a post publicly about it. So, like I said, I try to keep my personal life personal. But yeah, I hope she's doing very well. I didn't see her at the show, so I know she was there, but I didn't see her at all. So, all right, what do we got here? Some stuff from Cookie Cad. I got some wicked stickers from Slayers. Yeah, so I got some Slayers. She literally, this is not an avatar. That's like actually what she looks like in real life. It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. I'd never seen a living cartoon. Got a Diamondback. I was asking Diamondback about, so they do have a new U1 hot end coming out, but like nozzle assembly and everything. But they're not doing anything for the artisan. And I was like, no. Some of these I can't show. I can show that one. This is a laser on metal. That one I can't show. 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 Yeah, Phil. So he's giving me a hard time, so I have to find a photo of him and I. That'll be cool. Got a sweet cocoa press.
Do it.
Oh, and I don't know. I had like one drink the whole time I was there. I don't know what you're talking about. Of course, Cocoa Press showing love and support for everyone, right? We've got a Manchester B from. This is from Matt German, the Lithuanian King. And then I got some stickers because Slayers knows I love the pigeons. The one that you can remember. Listen, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't think I understand at all what you're talking about. I only had one beverage. Well, technically two. I had two glasses. So yeah, Slayer's got these stickers some time ago. And she's like, I knew I'd meet you someday, so I saved them for you. And I was like, that's awesome. I don't know if they're going to stick to my luggage like they should, but here's hoping. If not, we'll put them on something else. Maybe put them on the front of the Voron. So yeah, that's about it. These nice Italian designers, and I have no idea how to say their name. They were really sweet. Um, Valerina, Momo, and Meta. These guys, right here, super sweet. They do flexis. And like I kept telling them, I was like, the finish on everything is so good. Like that little apple on his head is wild. Of course, like, little pig. I should probably save this for when I meet Cruising Girl. Little purple Elefante. Yeah, their flex stuff, their detail, very fine, very beautiful. Very much the standard interlock. Like very, very standard. It's very consistent. It's very tight. The neat thing they did is like it produces a recessed pocket, so when you compress it, you don't see that it's a flex. So, but yeah, we can go through the Discord if you guys want. We can design today. It's totally up to you guys. And then I have to figure out what I'm doing with all this stuff. Great colors, just great machining and great sculpting, which is why I'm always on Build Overbot to do it a certain way. And he's like, bah, and I was like, no, do it. So, and the little add-ons like the apples and stuff, they're such a sweet little add-on if you ask me. So now that that's over, Maker, do you have trousers, a scarf to match that shirt? Asking for a friend. I do not. I do not. This one, the trousers I'm wearing are brown. They're like bread, and then the top is like a hamburger. So I have to do something with all of this before I forget. And then I have some lovely flexis to put up on the wall. Just dropping models, it's fine. I have too much junk. Some stuff is going to have to hit the recycling again. Why you gotta do me like that? I know what you're talking about, by the way, Owen. It's that bear. It's not Paddington, it's the other one. Who exchanged Maker with Patrick Swayze? What do you mean? I will be honest, I ate way more when I was there than I have in a long time. That was kind of neat. That was kind of neat. Nice red jumper and your world book sorted for the next year. Oh yeah, I gotta get the hoodie out. Well, if you guys didn't notice, people are actually asking if I will be making Smurf next year. Did you hit the muscle camp while you were there? You're all ripped now? I'm a little on the heavier side for sure, but I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm so lost. It's fantastic, but I'm so confused. I'm always one for being confused. We walked every day. We walked about 10 kilometers. So before we get into the Discord, because we're running new product, right? Running Uzi filament. This is the brand we're running. Just giving it a test run. I said I'd give them a test run, right? And then I'll email them back with tech specs. And I'm using a generic profile. I thought I had more maker chips than that, but I guess I didn't. But we're going to have to rearrange the wall. We're going to have to rearrange the wall. Bobblehead Lil. Lil, you're going to have to keep this stuff company, alright? Keep an eye on this for me, would you? This anymore? I just blew up your Discord? How did you blow up my Discord? Oh, am I? Okay, yeah. Did we use GoFundMe? What did we use last time? Whatever we used last time, we'll do that again. Like, whatever that was. And then, if people want to donate, they want to donate. If they don't, they don't. Oh, okay. But yeah, so it is, just so my American followers know, I had an amazing time over in the UK. No, we're not doing OnlyFans. That's something I keep private. You guys don't need to know about that. Shush. Um, is that what we did? Okay, perfect. Sounds great. Um, so yeah, so we'll have a GoFundMe going. If you guys have a suggestion on what you would like, because we have time now, because we're going in June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, we got lots of time, man, don't we? Oh, maybe not. What, is it the 12th and 13th? Yeah, it is, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we have a lot less time than I thought. We have 13 weeks for me to get as much attention as I can for all the things I do. So if there's anything you guys want me to show you during the next 13 weeks, we will do it. But 13 weeks goes fast. That is 65 shows between now and then. So, and don't believe anything Woodcraft might always say. Well, hello, sir. Almost 4 years, man. Yeah, do whatever you need to do. I'm not even looking at Discord yet. Holy crap! My Discord is blown up. Okay.
Emotional damage.
I know exactly what wine tastes like. Well, not really. I know what the bottom of the glass tastes like. I'm always curious what the bottom of the glass tastes like or the bottom of the bottle. That's the most important part to me. All right. You guys want to go through some photos or what? After break? Any questions, comments, concerns? Were you at the event and we didn't get to meet? And yes, you can blame me because I was very busy. Absolutely. It does not hurt my feelings. I will be filling out the remainder of this book, and then this book will get set aside, and then I'll start a new book for the new event. Overall, how was it? The adventure or Smurf? Because I guess they're two different things. Which one, Gallum? The event or the overall? My camera is such a bad place today. Event first. The event is twofold, two things. One, the event was amazing. I got to meet Rob Mink from Princeps. I got to meet Joel Telling, and Joel Telling was very friendly. Uh, he didn't remember helping with the charity stuff, but I said it doesn't matter. He said, "Yeah, but moving forward, just tag me in it. I'll see what I can do to help." I said, "Perfect." I got to meet Mantic. How do I always get his name? Princeps Sessions? Is it Princeps Sessions? Yeah, the dude with all the tattoos with the creative lab and stuff. So nice. A little reserved and probably a little tired, but wonderful human being. Quite a few factories were like, "Hey, if you're in Europe, you should come visit us." And if my feet weren't so bruised, I might have, but my feet are super bruised. I gotta get new shoes. So anyone who's paying attention, make sure you put that on the list of things I need to do. Put that in the homework section. Um, the event was easy going, super crowded the first day. Did you guys know they had 1,300 people go through the doors? They were expecting 1,000. They got 1,300. It was super crowded. There was no room for anything. I was deeply overwhelmed, which is generally a good thing for most people. Bad for me, but good for most of you guys. Lots of incredible displays. Again, shout out to Cookie Cat for being for going so far and being so friendly. They were super nice. Shout out to XYZ. Nope, sorry, to Uzi. Shout out to Uzi for being friendly, easygoing. I got a couple of people I got to email, and we'll talk about that. The folks from if you guys don't know 3Devo, were there. So 3D Evo were there, and they were super nice. Bondtech was super nice. They're like, come to our factory in Sweden. I was like, I was this close to going. I'll be honest. Next year, probably be going to a lot more things if we get the funding for it. Um, what else? What else has stood out? The whole Joel Telling situation, very friendly. Like he has, like nobody had any idea who I am. There's a few people that knew and were very excited to meet me. I didn't get a maker chip from Loopy Lou or from Matt German. Maker chips were not a big thing there. That's like they just weren't. Um, there were some people turning them down. They weren't interested, but because my maker chip it's a tool and it can do something, they were a lot more interested. Um, they know who I. Oh yeah, they do now. The people from Overture were really nice. I talked to Joel from Polymaker. He was super cool. Um, what else? Um, There was a guy doing a Mad Max Voron. So what that is, a Mad Max conversion is a multi-tool conversion. So it swaps the heads on basically a Voron Zero. That was cool. Where's my card? The guys from. I got to reach out to these guys because they were super nice. So there were guys that were doing like a fancy version of the Positron. And these guys here. I don't know. I don't know if I can give that to you. Can I give you this one? Yeah, I can give you this one. Because everyone's like, oh, you should email me. I was like, yes, I will do that. So these guys were doing a fancy positron, aluminum body. They're going to be doing a companion system for it for a battery. They're very proud of their textured glass build plate. See there? Beautiful. I think I've got photos of it somewhere on the Discord. They were very nice. And then that they really stood up, but that's just because they were an English-made 3D printer, which was cool. Yes, it's on the Bondtech. So nice. They're like, come visit our factory. James Button, he was very nice. He's very nonchalant, which is kind of like not good for exhibitors if you ask me, but he's like, everything I make is open source, just build it. Because I was like looking at I was looking at his walking robot and his big wheel. I've been following his stuff for years, right? Very, very nonchalant, very, very down to earth guy. Don't be that. My advice, if you go to one of these shows, be there, be loud, be obnoxious. Um, that's what people want. They want that high energy from you, so it's a little bit hard. He's great for the market. What do you mean? Ooh, congrats. And then what else was cool? Yeah, Bondtech was really cool. The Prusa guys I didn't really get to talk to, but they were loud. Yeah, I don't care if you annoy UK people. UK people stare at me, so what do I care? Doesn't matter how I'm dressed, they always stare. It was the wildest thing. What else? Um, the Sanjay Mortimer rep staff were very good. Very good. And they had a quiet room. Um, which was nice. I probably should have used it because I kept getting overwhelmed. I forgot to bring my earplugs. A lot of custom builders. The boys from Voron have no updated information on the 2.4 IDEX. There's no talk of it. They're like, wait, what are you talking about? I was like, dude, it was at Form Next. Don't even. They were playing like they didn't know, so that's fine. And then we were talking about like, I think it's switch wire conversion. I forget what it is, but he's talking about a head with a cutter on it, so I can run like a armored turtle. Princeps needs to up their game. Looking at you, Bobby. Bobby, you need to return my phone calls when I call you, because you should have had one or two beverages with me and had dinner. Um, Meeting Piled was incredible. Meeting Layers with Lily was incredible. Meeting Loopy Lou, Matt German. Meeting again Joel from Polymaker. Um, Meeting the people from Cocoa Press was cool. They're so like no BS, nonchalant. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. How are you? It was a thing. Well, no, we're just talking the show right now. We'll talk about the other stuff later. But um, do I think you should go? Yes. Should you pay more attention than I normally do? Yes. Because I got a lecture from Matt German about not having a creator pass because I should have gone to the after shows with them, which I didn't. But I never I don't like I am at my max, guys. That's why I need help doing this stuff because I can only do so much. I wish I had a booth. It would have been better if I had a booth, which is so whoever's looking after the team that's currently on Midwest for this thing, can we make sure we make that happen? I got to meet Nero, another Canadian content creator. He's Hey, CGS. Yo. Yeah, I think I need to have a booth at these things because people go looking for me, but I disappear a lot. Hello, Seller Nerd. 48 months, brother. Love you, man. Hi. I broke our bow tie, so I have to glue it back together. We can do that today. What else? Don't get a hype train while I'm on break, because I'm going on break, whether you like it or not. Yeah, well, oh, yeah, we'll get to that. The event was easy. No drama, nobody in my face, no problems. I see you, Sean. I see you. Oh, you nerds. I'm still going on break, so you guys have to run the hype train without me. Mods, I'm looking at you. Oh, by the way, if that hits level 3, I'll do a giveaway. What else? Yeah, there's like, oh, I met Mike Moans. He is a huge man. He's like 2 of me. What a sweetheart. Thanks. What else?
Sean Doe 03 cheered 100
Walking
bits.
the floor was really hard the first day for me because it was very crowded. There was a battle bot. I don't know what the what is it, 150 gram class is, but there was I have photos of it. I think it's on the Discord. If not, I'll put them up. But there was a battle bot booth, which is what we like to see. The 3 Devo guys were super. Thank you so much, CGS. Okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna book it tomorrow.
CGS underscore creations cheered 200 bits.
Or are we doing hotel? Because there's gonna be a few of us. There's at least us plus 2. That not necessarily staying with us, but want to hang out. And who knows? The other creators, it's just like with it. Never book when you go to these things and you want to get together with people. Never book anything for the Friday night. It's not gonna work. It just didn't work for us. It's twice now we've tried to do it. We tried to do it when we went to Goshen. We tried to do it when we did Manchester. It did not work. So book it for the Saturday night. Also, if there's creator passes and you are a creator or you know a creator, make sure you DM them and tell them, hey, make sure you get a creator pass, because they won't ask you if you want one. You have to tell them. The Death Racers was good. Not enough of them, if you ask me. Again, I am super, super proud of Sam Prentice. He's done something for our community that is just unexplainably good. What else?
Here we go. Money
the
talk.
booths were tight. The people at Overture were really nice. The Polymaker booth was cool. The gentleman, somebody got his
Seller
name.
underscore nerd cheered
Thanks,
260 bits.
Okay, but you guys are going to have to run it without me because I got a break in a minute. So keep it running if you want. And remember, exclamation point train. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Phantom. But it's sort of, we'll have to iron it out tonight. Because I want to go buy, at least I buy tickets tomorrow, but my travel agent will be like, hey, you want to book now? So, because she'll be wanting to book my stay as well. You'll cook, of course? Yeah, that sounds good. So I got break in 30 seconds. Yeah, when I come back, remind me. But, like, is it worth your time to go? Yes. Even if you're a nobody, even if you're like me, nobody knows you, go, shake hands, what is it? Shake babies and kiss hands, because it was a good time. And Manchester's a hell of a city. So when I come back, I'll tell you about Manchester. But yes, final thoughts. As I always say about Rep Rap festivals, go. Even if you're unsure, go. And if you see me, come up and say hello. Come up and introduce yourself. I would really like that. All right, so we're on break here. We got some new emotes if you guys keep pushing the hype train. But I'm taking my break whether you like it or not. I love you all very much, and I will be back soon. guys kill me. Hello, everyone. I'm Maker Millwright. This is the Free Heathen Workshop. Welcome into my laboratory. We're doing a light recap of the events over at Smurf and all that other stuff. You're killing me here with pausing the ads while I'm on break. You guys are nerds. Level 4. All right, let's fire up that giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. We're doing Polymaker today. But we made some new friends, so we might be able to get some new filaments for you guys. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, if you know what I'm saying. So, if we're lucky and I don't ruin the whole thing by talking too much. Anyway, welcome in. Also, Dank, I need a t-shirt that says, if you reuse the cup, it still counts as the first cup. Think about that. I want that as a t-shirt. That's definitely a meme. Those who know, know. Those who don't, never mind. Exclamation point rigged, one of the mods. You guys here? Any mods here? So, as for Smurf in general, I gotta read what my mods are sending me here. Two amazing things about Smurf that you need to know. One, charity event. All that money that was raised goes to children with autisms, and it gives them a space to work. And let me tell you right here, right now, they had a quiet room. Loopy Lou told me about it. I just went outside, had a dart. Nobody crowded me out. People came and chatted with me, but everyone understands that's when I cool down, right? Excellent time. Excellent, excellent time. And two, very welcoming. Very friendly, easygoing. Too many people touching me, but that's a me thing, not a you thing. Which is good. They expected 1,000. They made 1,300. I told them like you guys have no idea, and they laughed at me. And I said, no, like 1,000's not what you're gonna do. Oh, hype train finished. When do we get the hype train? Share my emotes. There we go. Choo choo. Ooh, that's a good one. Moo moo. Choo choo. So if you are, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. If you guys are like, oh, should I go to an event? I'm shy and I'm an introvert and crowds make me nervous. Yes. If you see me when I'm by myself, just slowly, don't come right at me. Be like, hey, what's going on? Because normally I got to cool down. I just get a little overwhelmed by stuff. But should you go? Yes. 110%. You should go. We'll do this. We'll give this a 40-minute timer. You have 40 minutes to enter. So, yeah, very excellent, very beautiful. Remember, come join, win some Polymaker. Love their support and their love. Had a really, really good time. Cannot explain to you how beautiful and how fun it is. Are you possibly going to Rocky Mountain? Can only confirm he only remembers. Can confirm he only. Listen, it's the same drink if it's the same cup. There's no. Listen, that's the rule here. It's just I only had one drink. I don't know what you're talking about. And you're going to meet people you would never expect to meet. There was lots of people who I didn't know they knew who I was. They shook my hand. They were excited to see me. Really, one of the biggest things that came up was like, oh, we weren't sure if you were going to make it. And I said, no. I said, well, when I confirm something, I'm coming. And but I have a little workaround for a lot of it. These look like sunglasses, yeah? They actually have blinders on the side. So they lower the amount of information I'm taking in at any given time. So if I'm wearing my sunglasses, you can tell I'm a little overwhelmed. And then as for the city of Manchester, I love you, city of Manchester. Thank you for having me. Manchester, safe, clean, beautiful, friendly people. This whole thing that, oh, English aren't that friendly, I didn't experience that at all. Funny story about when I was in Paddington Square in London, my last 2 days in the country. I just got there. I was looking for Paddington Bear, and a gentleman, just well-dressed gentleman, tech sector guy. I forget his name, but it doesn't matter. I just said, hey, man, do you know where Paddington Bear is at? And he's like, no, but I'll Google it for you. I was like, no, no, you don't have to do it. He's like, listen, it's fine. You're a foreigner. It's fine. So he stopped. He whipped out his phone. We chatted for a few moments. He told me exactly where Paddington was, in Paddington Square. He's down in the train station, and it's a brass one. And everybody pets Paddington on the nose. You can see his nose is all polished. Everybody likes to boop the Paddington. And I went through Piccadilly Gardens. Owen and I walked the city a ton. We saw art installations. We saw maker markets. We saw the inside of a few pubs here and there. Not that many. Not that many. There is a complete list, or a complete list of the stuff I was at with Owen, I think, or almost complete list of the stuff I was at with Owen on the Discord. So anywhere you wanted to know if I'd been there, yep, I've been there. If you have new suggestions on places I should go, we'll be doing that. Responsibly full list, yeah. Reasonably full list, yeah, because lots of different things. As for Manchester, safe, clean, friendly. Yes, we did run into beggars. Yes, we did run into people on the street, but nothing like here in Vancouver. Nothing. I came home and there was a homeless guy all hopped up in my parkade. First thing I saw getting out of the car, coming back to the lab, that's what I saw. We did not see that when we were in Manchester. We did not see that when we were in Chester. And I did not see that in London. And London, I went through Hyde Park, Queen's Park. I saw Buckingham Palace. I saw the Arc, was the Victory Arc. I saw the big centerpiece thingy there across from Buckingham Palace, and I saw Big Ben. So it was beautiful, amazing, straightforward, easy to do. One of the things that coming from Canada going there is the accessibility of travel. So here in Vancouver, you got to use the bus and other things. It's not very easy to get around here. You need a car. There, we did not need a car at all. We did when we went out of the city. We went to a couple of places, but when we were in Chester, I walked Chester. It was a half-hour walk from my hotel, which I was at a Holiday Inn Express, which was okay. Have some statements about that, but not a big deal. And then the train station was easy to get to, half-hour walk. Beautiful city center in Chester. But yeah, as for Manchester, big. I stayed in Manchester City Central, at the Holiday Inn. It was very nice. Up on the 4th or 5th floor, it was great. Good view. We were across from Canal Street. Man, I got stories to tell you about Canal Street. You guys will laugh your guts out. You'd be like, Maker, you did that? Yeah, I did that. Now, remember, the lure for me is good food and good drink and good company. And that was the place. But as for Smurf, one, they need a bigger space. Two, I should have had a booth. And three, it definitely was cool. 25 to 50 people. I say 100. It's not 100. It's 25 to 50 people. Knew exactly who I was and were super excited to meet me. Turns out Maker is a dirt stop out. I have no idea what that is. And then the other thing was, like, make sure you have a dirty stop out. I still don't know what that is. Make sure for these events that you have good walking shoes. I wasn't up till 4 a.m. I was in bed by 8. What are you talking about? Like I say, it's only one glass. And my advice to you is if you see a content creator and you're like, I don't know, they won't know me. Should I talk to them? The answer is yes. Again, like I said, I got to meet Nero. I got a bunch of people. We'll have to look on the Discord. I'll see if I can remember all their names. I might have to look a couple of them up because, I didn't take my notes very well. I'll be honest. I was a little busy. Every single day till a time I'm unwilling to admit to. But I definitely only had one drink and I was definitely in bed by 8 every night. Anyone who says otherwise is blatant and bull lies. Pure lies. I deny all interaction. But was it worth going over there for all of that? Yes. Meeting Rob Mink after all these years was 100%. You do not have timestamp stuff. I've seen your photos. There's no timestamping on any of those. Um, it and geo you did not. There's no geotag nor timestamp. I don't believe you. Um, so yeah, the advice I would have go. If you have a local one or you want to travel for one, go to it. It will be more fun than you can handle. It will honestly be more interesting and more exciting than you can handle. Now, as for the city of Manchester, like I said a little bit of it. Beautiful city, very, very walkable. I think it was 10 to 15 minutes from my hotel over at the Holiday Inn to the Kimpton, which I love the Kimpton. And then another 5, 6 minutes from the Kimpton to Manchester University, Dalton building. Um, very easy. We took the tram. Pardon me. Took the tram a couple of times. There definitely should not be 5 minutes ads. I'm so sorry. Send me a note, Slack. I will look at the thing. It should be 3 minutes. It should be 3 minutes. There should be no pre-rolls. But again, I don't control that. That's a Twitch thing. Um, we walked a lot of Manchester. I've got some photos. I posted a ton of them. I'll be doing a Google Drive drop to one of the mods, and they'll take care of it, and they'll hopefully slice it all up for me, and we can put it into a what do you call it? A video or two for you guys. Um, and there's definitely going to be at least one new T-shirt out of the event. Like I say, um, we are now just as a side note, we're now going to start fundraising for Midwest. If you can contribute, if you, go ahead. If you can't, don't. If you are going to be there and you just want to buy me a bevy or a snack, absolutely. Um, I do have a minor complaint. It's a personal thing. I do not like to be alone. I don't like walking anywhere by myself. I generally don't like to be alone, which I understand for my guides. It's not the easiest thing for them to understand, but that a lot of the walking by myself or being alone is hard on me. I did okay, I think. I definitely will not be going outside for a while again. I bought food today before the show, and I will be in the lab for by myself for a while to center. Of course, Maker, being a big kid, was most excited to ride on the front. It was. There's actually a really good photo of me sitting, holding the bar, sitting on top of the double-decker bus, staring out the front. And we went down to. You guys are gonna laugh so hard. Okay, so we were looking for English. Okay, so this is the important part. English Indian food. Now you may say, what's the difference? England and India have for a long time been allies, right? So there's a lot of Indian people there. And there was actually a little stretch of street that was far enough from the hotels to be like, hey, we should probably take a bus. So we ended up on a double decker. But it wasn't. There was no. It was called Curry Mile. There was no Indian food in sight. No, it was all Middle Eastern. You had Palestinian, you had Afghani, you had Turkish. No Indian, no British Indian. I was so upset. So then we found a really fancy Indian joint tucked away near one of the memorials. It was really good. There's some photos of that too. Um, the other thing I realized is I remember exclamation point rigged, everybody. If you can hear me, there's a draw right now, and remember it's on a short timer today. Um, so make sure you get into that. Free filament is good. It'll keep you processing. I'm running Polymaker right now. It's a Polymaker PETG transparent for a coaster. We have to design some new maker chips for the upcoming event in March. Curry Mile in Rustholme, mid-Ramadan. Okay, so Ramadan is their holiday, right? It's a big holiday. It's like a month long. The only actual Indian food we saw there looked very high end, looked very Indian. No, and I was looking for British Indian. It's very different. Well, I don't know if it's very different, but it is different. And you guys, you can shame me. I did not get to have a single English fry up. I did get when I was in Chester, I got to try black pudding, which again I don't understand what the big deal is about it. But I did try black pudding, but it was in a fancy like appy thing. It wasn't anything super wild or anything. Um, and then what else did we do? Yeah, Manchester's a hell of a city. If you've never been, I highly recommend it. I did have cooked breakfast every day. Okay, not fried, but it was super. Yeah, it was good. It was good, but it wasn't no English fry up. And remember, I do not put beans on my plate if I have a choice. So that's why I need to, so next time I'm into England, which I'll probably be again soon, because again, my experience in Manchester was outstanding. So if you guys are like, oh, should I go to England? Yes. Should you go to Manchester? Yes, absolutely. Should you go to Chester? Oh, you'd like Chester. Chester's cool. Chester's a mix of very high end and middle and low end. It's all great. Custom suits, everything from custom suits all the way down to like food carts. So yeah, my experience, I do regret a couple of things with Midwest, or sorry, not Midwest, with Sanjay Mortimer. I did not get a creator's pass, um, and I didn't get to see a lot of the shows, like the side booth stuff. I was just so busy. If you're wondering, the the Saturday is always going to be busy. Thank you, Slack. Yeah. Other than bruised feet, because I just hadn't been walking and I took the wrong shoes, just unbelievably fun. Again, I get really nervous when I'm by myself, so it's not a you guys, it's a me thing. I didn't like that very much, but I understand why. Um, we did go to Wales. We went to Chester. We went to Style. We went to London, and we went to Manchester. And if you are just, again, I don't know how hard I can reiterate this. If you're just saying, well, should I go? The answer is yes. Doesn't matter what event it is, go. Be it Rocky Mountain, be it Midwest, be it 3D Printopia, be it Adepticon, be it Formnext, Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap, go. You will not be disappointed. They are not trade shows, but they are going that way. So when they all become trade shows, again, you'll see the Rep Rap festivals kick up again. But if you take your time and you go look at the smaller tables, the tables that don't have anyone, those are the makers. Fluviv, Fulv, was there, doing a very good job. Lots of interviews. 3D Musketeers was there. Nero was there from the 3D Printing Canuck. 3D Punk was there. Layers with Lily was there. I was there. Matt German was there. Woodcraft by Owen was there. Joel Telling was there and his whole crew. Bexy Beans was there and her crew. What other creators do I know that was there? There was not a lot of content creators there. Oh, and Button. What is his name? Michael? I forget his name, but he was very cool. And what was his name? You told me he's very English. But yes, he was very cool. I've been watching his stuff for years, where it's 3D printing, creating machines out of 3D printed stuff. Very cool. I don't know how he's the patience. I guess maybe I should grow that patience because I do have the opportunity and the skill to do it. And I did forget my meds a couple of times, so I was getting a little bit sore. But other than that, yeah. And then again, one of the things I saw a very cultural difference there. It's very safe. What they think is unsafe and compared to what I think is unsafe is two different worlds. One of the things that I felt was really great was, see, in Vancouver here, the girls can't dress the way they want to. The girls that were there dressed exactly how they felt, which I thought was really great. And yeah, there's about that. And then, so any questions, comments, concerns? Did I miss something? Okay, I'll drop you off at Spoons. Look, listen, we're not going to Witherspoons unless you say so. I did get a photo though, because they were in the airport. Just for you, Owen, I got a photo. If I'll go to a proper restaurant while you are enjoying your microwave breakfast. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know, Woodcraft by Owen has quite a few opinions on the culinary choices to be made. So if everybody could give a big thank you to Woodcraft by Owen, he was super supportful. Showed me to the things that I were really interested in. I got to go to Iron Bridge. Iron Bridge is important. Iron Bridge is steel working using woodworking techniques. So there's photos in the Discord. We'll go through it all. Like we've got tomorrow and stuff. Um, I'm just running. So now I have to run a new model over on the bamboo. Well, let's take a look at this and see how well it did, right? But I think it did pretty good on big stuff. The color changes is pretty cool. It's weird. It's consistent. I like it. So this here we're running is a new filament called Uzi. Got this as a gift. Man, it set off every single scanner. Thank you, Selner. That it does mean a lot. It does mean a lot that he took an entire week out of his schedule to come and take care of me for that event. All right, so there's that. Now we got to run a mini or two. Let's run 2 minis and 2 bases. Standard number 4 nozzle. See what we got. Let's see what we got. I gotta go look at the bamboo. All right, new project. Nope. Let's go see what we got. So this is cool. We'll just do this. We're in March, right? This is Uzi. Would have been a lot more worried about the whole thing. Like I said, I probably would not have left my suite or my hotel room. I do really get quite overwhelmed. And everybody's like, "Oh, Maker, you do so good." It's like I do the thing for sure, but it is very hard on me. I do get nervous. There's a couple of times where I would like literally be so overwhelmed I'd fall asleep talking to Owen. Let's do Adventure Jack. Now tell them all about the bar on the first night while I go to the cinema. I don't know what you're talking about. I went to the bar, I had one drink, it was good. I have no idea what he's talking about. And well, you were away. Polymaker merge can. I saw that. Yeah, I got the email about it. I got no direct message about it, but I got yep. They had been talking about merging the websites for a while. We didn't really talk work when I was there, to be honest. They they did want me to make them something and mail it to them because they know that it's hard for me to bring stuff over the border. But other than that, so we'll have to make something and mail it to them. Pardon me, this is wrong. We need to prepare this. Well, this needs no brim. These are all 2. We're using a new filament today. Well, hello, GB. Hello there, everyone who I missed that I didn't catch in. Da Vinci, hello. Gellum, Tulsa, hello. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna take the supports off of this. No brim. I don't think we need brims on any of this. We'll try it with no brims and see what happens. So we're doing layer height 1, 2. Yeah, layer height 1, 2. I've got all my settings saved. Oh, no, wrong. I'll have to resave this. Three walls, embed walls into outer shell. Turn our setting down to 8% gyroid. No, actually, we're going to go away from gyro. We're going to go triangles because it's more work. Then we go in here, and then we're going to check supports, make sure we're using the right supports. Tree organic, so we'll save that again. Slice. Yeah, did you get something new there, CGS? I saw that WoW got a new machine. So I will be, for Murph, I will be needing a localized manufacturer. Just so you guys know. And then before then, I gotta get some of this BattleBot stuff finished. Because this wheel thing is driving me nuts, so I might have to try Lubin Slicer. There's something up with Orca. It's not maintaining the core diameter of stuff. Our second print with the dryer, PetG, is definitely doing well. The first one was a little not so great, but that don't matter. Not so great. So I guess, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, and concerns about the event, let me know, and we'll talk about it. And the first night, well, I did end up traveling, so here's my story about how I got there. Closer. So the way I got to England, which will make you guys laugh, is there is no direct flight from Vancouver, British Columbia to Manchester, England. Anybody got a guess on how many flights I had to take to get there? Anyone got a guess? I'd love to hear it. 3? Nope. Yes, I guess. I don't know. It's good guess. Okay, so I flew Vancouver, Calgary, Calgary to Paris, Paris to Manchester, and then I walked from the train station, which was actually just behind my hotel, straight to my hotel. So I guess it's 3. I think it ends up being 4 in my mind because it's how many different planes. But Vancouver, Calgary, Paris, Manchester. Yes, 3. So 3 flights, but I had I had 2.5 hour stopover at every site. So it's 8.5 hours from Calgary to Paris. So I've all right. So yeah. But I will be honest with you, if my feet hadn't hurt so much, I probably would have been there another week. You usually can't go through, you usually have to go through Montreal or Toronto. Calgary isn't that bad. It's not. Now, one of the things that, so now you got to start adding up the time. So for international flights here in Canada, they recommend you be there for 3 hours. Just because there's, and Canada Customs is way different than English Customs. Let me be very clear with you. And French Customs for that matter. Canada is weird lately, man. Anyway. So 3 hours in Vancouver, hour and a half flight to Calgary, 2.5 hours in Calgary, 8.5 hours to Paris, which actually ended up being 9, 2.5 hours in Paris to Manchester, and Manchester's a 2 hour flight or hour and a half flight. So it ends up it was something wild. You got 3, 2, so that's 5, 14, 17, 20 hours of flights. Yeah, it was a minute. It was a minute. And it was much the same here on the way back. Actually, the craziest thing was coming into customs here in Canada in Calgary because they stopped me for the real because of the density of the real, which is fine. Again, I got no problem with that, right? Keeping people safe, I got no problem with that. But the customs very unfriendly, very weird. Whereas like you go through English customs, French customs, friendly, busy but friendly. No problem. Check your stuff. Oh, that's cool. Pitter patter. Gave me no problem about my medicine. Nothing. Easy. International travel, easy. Coming back to Canada was more work than all of my international travel. I don't know why. Just was. And then, yeah, I almost, see, the problem with me is I need a guide. I need someone there with me in case I get confused. And then the other problem that kept coming up with me was my virtual visa. I had so much trouble with my virtual visa. I ended up paying for cash for everything. And there's not only is there an exchange rate change, but they actually charge you a surplus on top of that. And the surplus is like 15%. So it makes stuff expensive. But I did find when I was in England, the food was priced well. And they have this cool thing everywhere in England that I saw called a meal deal. So if you buy a drink, a main meal like a sando, and something, an auxiliary like a pepperoni stick, they lower the price. That would be unheard of here in Canada. Unheard of. The pubs stay open super late, depending on which ones you're at. But things do close on Sunday at 6 p.m. Has something to do with their rules or whatever. They used to have that when I was a kid here in Canada. Uh, but there's always somewhere a place to go have food, and have a drink, and whatever. And everything is walkable. Like I said, I walked from my hotel, the Indigo, in London, through Hyde Park, down to the London Science Museum, took a look at their Industrial Revolution display, which of course, love that, right? And then made my way back up into Hyde Park, then across to Queen's Park, then over to Buckingham Palace. Now, Buckingham Palace, no offense, it's just a big rock building, but it was cool to see the guards do their patrol. You feel for them, right? They got to stand there on hard concrete all day. You feel for them. But they were professional. The security force, like the police that were there, all black, uh, very friendly, no issues. Lots of tourists, no issues. Um, then I walked from there through the arch. I think it's the Victory Arch. Very nice. I have pictures of that too. And then I ended up walking down to Big Ben and I believe it's St. George's Cathedral. And the photos you've seen of Big Ben are nothing compared to seeing the building. The whole thing is carved. It's not just a big brick building. It's every piece of sandstone that make up the building is carved. It's beautifully ornate. You can't get very close to it, but you can get close enough, probably 20 feet, and you can see all the carvings on it. Beautiful craftsmanship. Just really outstanding. The irony is, and Owen was teasing me about it. So like as you guys know, I'm a huge advocate of freedom of speech. Yeah, I might disagree with you. Yeah, you might rag on me, but I can do the same to you. right? That's the best thing about freedom of speech, right? But there was 3 protests, 3 separate, not joining protests going on all at the same time, right in front of Parliament. That's unheard of here in Canada, just so you know. So, yeah, they would make you leave if you protested in front of Parliament. So, very cool. Like, very cool for them to advocate to use their voice. Even if I disagree with it or agree with it, it doesn't matter. It's just nice that they were able to use their voice, be there, throw a protest, all good. But 3 protests all at the same time. We went to a sweet museum that was about unions and the LGBTQ community in England. Manchester's a working man city, so it was big coal city previously. I went to the library there. It was beautiful, very modern, very, very modern. Lots of statues. It makes Canada look ugly. I'll put it that way. Canada's all about, oh, nature, this, especially where I am here in Vancouver. Oh, nature. We need more of that. We need a lot more of English influence here because the beauty that those cities had was unbelievable. And the ability you could walk and be safe, not be harassed. Yeah, we got hit up by a couple of panhandlers here and there. But, you know, the first, I turned to Owen because Owen and I are walking. And there's a panhandler say, oh, I got nowhere to stay tonight. I say to Owen, I'm like, do you guys not have socialized healthcare here? He says, yeah. I said, does that mean like they're not getting help? He says, no, no. Some of these people just like to panhandle. They probably make more money than you do. I was like, oh, all right then. Well, then never you mind. The other really cool thing about English stuff, the price you see on the menu, the price you see anywhere, that's what you pay. It's not like here. So if something was $12 here, then they add the tax. So if you got $12, you cannot buy that item. But in England, if you have $12, you can buy that item because the tax is all counted in. The retailer deals with all the tax, not you. And they still give you a receipt for everything because I have receipts for. I tried to keep as many receipts so I knew where I was as much as I could. The maker chips, again, maker chips are not that popular. It definitely seems like something being pushed. It's not. Business cards are more the way they do business over there. They kind of scoffed when I gave a maker chip to the companies, so I was like, oh, okay. Nobody tell Agent 23 because I won't hear the end of it. The taxis are a little bit more expensive. They're what you would cost here, but they have excellent transit everywhere. Now, granted, for me to go into like the underground by myself and stuff, it's too much. Me going on a subway, too much. Me going on the SkyTrain here in Canada, too much. Me going on a bus, too much. I felt really safe there, clean. So if you're like, oh, should I go to Smurf? Do you have the budget? Yeah, you should. It's not as expensive as you think. And it all depends on where you choose to stay, and it all depends on how many cabs you use instead of public transit. So yeah, so any questions, comments, and concerns about that? If not, we can do something else. I was going to chill and play some video games today because it is, of course, Funtastic Friday. I do have another, I'm on a podcast at 4 p.m. Pacific, so in about an hour and a half? Hour and a half? Yeah, hour and a half. I'll be joining Project with Dad's Garage, and it is what it is. The only place I know of here that includes taxes on the sticker price is Cannabis Shop. It should be. I know there was a big fight in Canada here to make sure taxes were divided off. I don't want to have to do taxes when I buy something. I want to buy the thing and let the retailer deal with it because it still has to be. It still is denoted on your thing. Oh, another thing that is cool. Every meal basically comes with an MSDS. So they ask you, do you have an allergy, or do you have what's the other one? Less than allergy? Like it affects you, but it's not. Like I am very allergic to nightshades. Like I'm allergic to eggplant. It gives me hives and nightmares. Intolerance. Thank you. Yeah. So that we don't have that here. We do not have that. They do not tell you that. Not only that, but if you look at the list of components on an English thing versus what you look at the list of components on a North American thing, The list is so much shorter, and every single thing, if it has like the chemical name, it will then explain in brackets what that is. The Coca-Cola tastes different because they don't use high fructose starch, like sugar. They don't use corn sugar. Um, and yeah, in general, it's very eye-opening going over there. Very, very and they're there to make money. Like I visited two very wealthy cities, Manchester and London, very wealthy cities. But for somehow they balance the high commerce and the income with making livable spaces. Like here in Vancouver, you would never see, never, even where I am, you would not see a. We saw this one building. It was really sweet. There's two actually. One was a former fishmonger market, so fish market, da da da, with the old buildings above it. They had renovated that building and turned it into um, like a maker space and vendor. So a little maker room and then a storefront. That you could not make enough money in Vancouver to be able to do that. I would love that. I was saying to Owen, especially in Manchester, I got this thing about brick buildings. And one of the things is when you're walking down the street, I know I'm off topic, but when you're walking down the street and you look up, the brick buildings go up, 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 and then they have a nice finish on the top. Not like here. Nothing like that here. And I was saying to him, I would love to live in Manchester. I would love to go to the Manchester universities. They're very close. The people are very nice. He says, oh, you're not seeing the bad parts. I was like, listen, man, I walk down dark alleys in the middle of the night. No one bothers me. You cannot walk down dark alleys in Vancouver at night. You cannot. It is not possible. Must stay in the well-lit paths, if not problems, right? So I walk down alleys, I do whatever, da da da, by myself. After one beverage, whatever you've heard, it's not true. I still haven't watched Slayer's video, her recap. I don't know if it's on, if she still has it up. I have to go look. Give me 2 seconds here. Because I need to watch, because she did do a little bit of focus on my stuff too. Does she keep videos? She did. Okay, cool. So I have to watch that. We were watching that in. We were literally watching that in the pub. Like literally watching that in the pub. So. No, no, no. That question isn't important. Phantom. That it's one cup. It doesn't matter how many refills. I just had one cup. Well, technically two. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup. Yeah. So you do taste the difference. Like when you're drinking and when you're eating sweets there and stuff, it does taste different. The other thing is like everyone's like, "Oh, English food is bland." It's not bland. It's just not. North American food is very extreme in flavor. I don't know how to explain it more than that because all of the English food I had, all of it. And remember, I had everything. I didn't eat any fast food. Or if it was fast food, it was English style fast food, like fish and chips or kebab or whatever. But it was their style fast food. I didn't go to a burger joint. I didn't do anything like that, right? Their food is just, it's not as extreme as what it is here. It was delicious. And remember, we had Indian food, we had English food. I forget all the time. We had tons of different types of food. And we went to a lot of pubs because I do enjoy pubs, right? We had fancy stuff. Like I had duck. I had some delicious duck. Quack quack. Or I guess quack because it was one leg. Or maybe ack because it was the rear leg. What else? Got to see a lot of like historical factories and go to museums. I friggin' love museums, man. I love seeing how things are made. And then what else? I'd be into that. I don't know if they were using cane sugar or beet sugar, but I can tell you especially because Coca-Cola is like my favorite drink, right? Hey, Slayers, I have to go back and watch your video. Is it too late for you to come on and talk a little bit? I told everyone when I met you, I never knew that PNGs were alive. I told them that this is exactly what you look like in real life. Just so you guys know, that's exactly what she looks like in real life. She's like a living cartoon. No, no, I'm not teasing, for real. But yeah, I have to go back and watch your show because when we were at the pub, I caught you did show off some of the stuff. Can't talk, but I'm pretty proud of the vlog. Well, I gotta go back and watch it, buddy. I'm working on it. You didn't say anything too terrible about me, did you? Now that Slayer's lady, she definitely had more than one cup. Just saying. I had one. You know, everybody else had more than one. Looking at Piled, looking at Owen. But me, I had one. Just one. Apparently my girl math is not girl mathing. But yeah, if you guys want to know, if you want to see, there's a ton of pictures on the Discord. Bot's broken. But there should be more. And there should be a video. There should be probably 2 or 3 videos. I'm not sure. Depends on who wants to edit it, because I'm not good at the editing. I'll just jam it all into one and probably be like an hour long. Yeah, I don't know. Any questions, comments, or concerns? I'm like literally designing for a specialty product right now, so yeah. Shout out to Uzi. They're Turkish, very very nice people. Again, they tried to buy me off with the old take this black rail. I was like, I don't take black. I don't take black or white. They're white. Why? I was like, because it hides layer lines. Like, but that's what we want. I was like, it's not what I want. What was the first thing you printed when you came back? I have stuff running right now. I designed something. I designed a coaster. Because we felt, let's give them a fair shot. So I started out with something really simple. Just a gear inside, a couple of different steps, offsets, things like that. It's just a coaster, right? There's 2 versions of it going. There's one in Pet G, which you guys can watch on the machine there. And then there is miniatures running right now. And we'll see how they do on miniatures, how tough they are. And then we have a bunch more. We might do a vase. It's flesh colored, so it's like they call it tan, but I don't know how tan it is. Yeah, I just turned my lab on before I got to the stream today. I came in late last night. I think that's the longest I've slept in a long time, about 8 hours. Thank you, Phantom. Yeah, but remember, exclamation point rigged, guys. There's a free giveaway going on right now. And you won't get the extra hour today, because I did see you guys got to a level 4 hype train. I cannot give you the extra hour today, because I am on a podcast later tonight at 6 p.m. Central. It's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard. I believe it's 4 p.m. And then this is our girl Slayers. This is her video. I will be on Projects in Dad's Garage. I'll get the link. I'm surprised he's not here. Because he likes to watch the show and then give me crap before his live stream. Did you guys also see that Duck? Oh, he's on YouTube. That's why I'm not getting him. Hold on. I didn't watch your thing, Lil. Did I make the cut? Was my stuff well enough to be explained? I noticed that I'm not getting retweets from Sanjay Mortimer. Every time I'm involved in something, it's kind of like I'm a ghost. It's like like I said, guys, I didn't sign up for the creator pass, so it's my own fault. I'm aware. I'm aware. And then, there's tons of food photos as well. Because, like, we basically, every time we went out, I figured I wanted to share dinner with you guys. Wish you guys were there with us. So, and then, yeah, I don't know about Rocky Mountain. Somebody's going to have to, like, hit me up and really walk me through the stuff on Rocky Mountain. But remember, I need a guide. Like someone has to be there with me in case I have problems, because I have health problems. So it might seem simpler than it actually is to get me to go something. And then Slayers did also. She did a remix of this. Hers actually came up and squared off and rounded out. But I will be remixing. Oh, and hers is the inversion of this, which is kind of neat. Which I may be stealing her idea and just not giving her credit. But I'll be doing one of those for Midwest, for sure. But we have something, what did I say, 13 weeks to get attention and fundraising. The fundraising stuff will be started tonight. I'm easy enough to look after. Yeah, I'm not. It's just I get nervous. I do a lot of things to control the anxiety, but I do, like for example, these sunglasses. Right? They look normal, but they actually have side blockers on them, so I take less in. And then, as always, if you see me and you know who I am, you can always ask. You'll get a sticker and a custom maker chip. Not the one I always give out. Because the ones I give out... Is this you guys? I think this is you guys, right? No, yeah. So that's the one I give out. It's actually... The joke about it is, because I never expect anyone to hang on to these, this is actually a 10 mil hole, hex hole in the middle there, so it fits over a fastener. And there's a gear, so you can actually do a couple of things with it if you want. A little more easy to use. Piled there, on the other hand. Piled, he likes multiple drinks, that fella. So if you ever see him, make sure you offer Piled a drink and thank him for all his excellent design work. The other thing I noticed about English people is accent means a lot to them. And you know what? When I talk to them, they all sound like I have no idea what they're saying. They definitely have different accents, but I have like 90% of the time I just smile and nod. Yeah, I know. That's why I was talking about you, Paul, because I saw your post there, and it tagged Sanjay Mortimer tagged everyone but me. I was like, oh, I'm wounded. Not really. Made me laugh. Yeah, you snuck. I saw you snuck them all. But yeah, so turning on the lab today was a moment of interest. I know, right? Dude, it is what it is. It's cool. And there's actually like in mine are one of the few that the light shine through because they're designed that way. It's almost like I design everything with a couple of extra steps in it. If you're new here to the channel, if you've been here for a while, you should be able to. If you've ever seen anything I work on, you will immediately realize that there's more going on with anything I do than what you immediately see. Because I like to be what they call clever. So yeah, make sure you check out Lily's thing. Although I don't know why she called it Dice. What did you call it, Lil? Oh, and I know, yes. But Maker, you promised you'd stream. Dude, the internet and cell phone service was not so good. And oh, Lil, I did like that you were doing minis. I do friggin' love me some minis. That's just my VOD. What do you mean that's just your VOD? Should have been like minis and recap. Was Smurf what are you hoping for? Yes. I would have liked to meet more companies. Oh, fancy. Oh yeah, this is good. Yeah, I seen this already. I liked this. Which account am I on? Yeah, I'm on the right account. Yeah, I saw this, Lil. This is so good. I saw it on Insta. Oh yeah, thank you for the stickers, by the way, nerd. The pigeon ones are the best. I like the ones you gave me, but I went and put one of the pigeon ones on my carriage, on my luggage, like right away. Thanks for looking out. If you guys don't know, I really like pigeons. I think they're cool. I really, really do love me some pigeons. I don't know why. I took so many pictures of pigeons. They're everywhere. They're inside the train stations. They're inside the airports. They're everywhere. And they're the usual. Just no different. They don't speak with a British accent or anything. They just coo away. I love me some pigeons. They're so much fun. They're silly birds. It was definitely one of those like common ground things that was easy to keep me grounded because, sometimes you're like, wow, it's just so over. There's too much, and then you see like and they're skinny pigeons because the pigeons here are fat, but they're skinny pigeons. They're all wandering around. They're just cooing away and being cute. We saw them everywhere. They were wonderful. It's one of the things that I found really grounding because it is very different over there than it is here. And not in a bad way. Actually, I think that Canada has a lot to learn from England. And then the Welsh Hills, my dude and dudettes, wow, beautiful. Go to Wales, very very beautiful. I went to a castle there. Actually, let me see if I got the hoodie. I gotta wash all my clothes because, yeah, I almost if I could have gotten a guide for Europe, I probably would have tried to stay because it wouldn't have cost that much to stay a little bit longer. But again, maybe we should put. You guys want me to put this VOD on YouTube? Hey, Patient Zero, how are ya? You excited about the new merger with Thingiverse? Thingiverse and My Mini Maker Factory? I'm kind of excited. Everyone keeps asking me my opinion. I was like, I don't really have one until I see what they do. But it's the site I started on. That's where I got my original 125,000 downloads. I know, me too. I'm reserving judgment. I'm I'm like, let's see. Let's see. Let's see how it turns out because I've heard lots of stories before. They charge, so I'm not on Mini Maker Factory. I want the best one out of these, Lil, is the pigeon with the bread. Yeah, they charge, and I don't sell enough to to um to be able to pay for it. Because I had models up there for 4 months for about a while back. It's worth it. You would No, I didn't. I didn't do any. I made no sales. I never sold any models on it, and I don't have any sales through cults either. Trying to get my stuff off of my Mini Maker Factory as I am just over breaking. Whoa! For the Emperor! Well, that was loud. That's Steve the Worm. Yeah, that's it's like Etsy, um, my Mini Factory, but we'll see because they've already said like we're one of the things they said is like we're going to allow subscriptions on Thingiverse. And remember, Thingiverse is where I was the biggest I've ever been. I have probably another 100,000 downloads across the other websites, but Thingiverse is without a doubt where I got my first 125,000 downloads. That's when I knew I was good at this. That's when I knew. That's what kept me going. And every time people get a little down on me or whatever, oh, yeah, I don't like your stuff or your stuff's not worth nothing or whatever, I remember that 125,000. Again, I'm very, very grateful to Thingiverse. So, Creative Crowd just enabled me a Chinese. Oh, you're gonna make some money on that one then. Because China is a huge market. Although they're not in. When I talk to some of the people, some of the like, because you guys, I don't know if you guys know this now. I talk to companies over there. They're not into strategy games. It's just not a thing they do. That's the global statement I've heard. That is not necessarily everyone, but that's just like what I've heard. I did not go on a vacation. I guess it's a vacation, but I went over there specifically to meet people and create more interactions. Because I don't really like vacations. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that. It's kind of a cuss word to me. kind of sort of a cuss word. Yeah, I was over in Manchester, UK, London, and Wales. I kind of take the. I told you guys I'd be taking this more serious. Good, Bob. Keep making that money, man. Yeah, I'll be back, but yeah, again, I'll be back tomorrow. We still got another 2 hours of show. Hour and 45. But yeah, I just hope they get rid of all of the ads annoying pop. They are not going to be doing that. Guaranteed. I will put money on that. I didn't get that board, Lil. Yeah, the Muon machine was good. I never talked to the guy with the printer for ants in his backpack. I should have. I got some photos of him, but yeah, I just sometimes I get a little shy, right? That isomalt sugar printer was so hard to get close to. I couldn't even get a good everyone, even on the Sunday, everybody was surrounding it. But it's just I think the Cocoa Press is way more interesting because the Cocoa Press has the opportunity to print other things. So, yeah, but see, I can't. I got a thing about people touching me, piled. Have a good stream. Da, 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 da. They never get rid of the ads. They just add more ads, and they call them ads. Exactly, they add on. No, they. We'll see, because they might add an. They If they're smart, they'll add an option for 0 ads, and you just pay. Lil, thank you for shouting out Princeps. Bobby needs all the help in the world with the Baby Belt Pro. And as I've told him, like, he has no idea the kind of trouble he's going to be into once he gets. Because I'm going to make the thing work hard, and then he's going to have to make a workaround for it. Because we're going to be doing minis on it, and yeah, it's gonna be a thing. He's such a. If you guys don't know Rob Mink from Princeps, he is just incredible, smart, and awesome. Neve Engineering was literally sitting there. No one paid attention to him. He's literally building robots in front of everyone. I sat there and watched him for 20 minutes. He didn't notice, but he's like building little like cute robots for like all day, Saturday and Sunday. And nobody was giving him the time of day, which is typically you know it's a good booth when no one pays attention to it. Who I didn't get to meet, which I'm kind of bummed out against, because 3D Print Doctor is really cool. Didn't get to meet Katz. I did like all of her medallions and stuff. She was super cool. Mike Moans, our boy Mike Moans. Props and miniatures, eh? All right. By the way, the night before I called him, we were talking, and he was giving me suggestions on what to do in Manchester. I did not get to spend much time with him, which is a super bummer. But he was literally painting that Power Claw, that Orc Power Claw, the night before. That a great video of 3D Musketeers talking to Rob Mink, by the way. Remember promote that Rob Mink. We love him so much. He did not know who I am, which is probably for the best. I missed all the talks, which sucks. But I'm bad at paying attention. I can pay for stuff, just not attention, right? Yep, 3D printing and cosplay. I know a little bit about that. Hey, our team would have won if you hadn't said I was wrong on those two. I was totally right on those two. And the face you made was the best. That was the best. Like the face. I was like, yes! I know something Lily doesn't know. Your video is very good. Did you see that they were 30% over? Like, oh, we'll only have 1,000 people. They had 1,300. I was like, you guys are like, you are under this like. And as we get bigger, the channel gets bigger, and as all our friends get bigger, it's gonna get bigger for everywhere we go. Yeah. Yeah, and again, huge shout out to Sanjay Morner Rep Rap. Even if they never hear about this, guys, go to this event. It is one of the coolest ones because it's a charity event. It makes money, and the money goes to the kids with the tisms, and we always, always want to tickle their tism. Everybody in this world has a purpose. I don't care if you can only use your eyes to do something or if you're fully functional and anywhere in between. There is a space here in this world for you. You do matter and you are loved no matter how much you think otherwise. And if you disagree, send me a DM and we'll talk because you're wrong. I'll gladly prove you're wrong. I'm so bitter. How
That's
come
what
you
she
got a
said.
whole. That's right, that's what she said. How did you get an English frap and I didn't? I know where that photo's from. I appreciate you, Lil. I agree with her. I'm watching her video in the background, just trying to get a reference. Oh, are we on break? All right, BRB, I'll be back, nerds. Everybody with a baseball cap, thank you for being so patient. I can take a look at Roxic Bunny. Give me 2 seconds here. I gotta go and do the thing. Back to Twitch. Pardon me. I got no manners. By the way, I have zero chill. Yeah, super small following. I am happy to help. Oh, Toxic Bunny. Toxic Bunny underscore underscore underscore. This one? That one? No about. No schedule. Is that the wrong one? Anyway, I'm gonna take my break. I'll be back. This one. All right, I'll be back. I don't. That's creeping me out. All right, I'll be back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Free Heathen Workshop. My name, of course, is Maker Millwright. Welcome into my laboratory. How are we doing on timer, by the way? I feel like, did I not hit the thing? I don't know if I hit the thing. I did not hit the thing. All right, let's roll. You guys ready? We're halfway through the show. You shouldn't have to. I got this thing about streamers make you wait too long. All right, exclamation point rigged. I am now going to set the timer because I totally forgot to do it. You have 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to get involved. Exclamation point rigged. Carrot is live. Okay, we'll definitely hit up Carrot. Let me just catch up on chat in case I missed anything. Yeah, link to Smurf. Toxic Bunny. Yeah, make sure Patient Zero find it and send it to either me on Discord or shoot it to one of the mods. Yeah, he did not. No, he was working on his robot all Saturday. Yeah, that's you guys. It's Polymaker. Yeah, don't thank me. Thank Polymaker, right? What were we talking about? I totally forgot again. What are we talking about? Talked about Smurf. Yeah. I'm not opening the Discord today because we'll open it tomorrow. We'll go through photos and stuff. But just first impressions. I am a little tired. I will be honest. I did keep going the whole. Thank you for all the emotes. I love emotes. They don't have to be emotes from the channel, but I do love emotes. Use my emotes. Use them other places. It helps me. Remember when we do raid, because we will be raiding. Make sure that you stay for the raid. Always stay for the raid, as they say. But yeah, exclamation point rigged giveaway. We were making fun of Lil. Did we end up finishing? Nope, that's her whole thing. We watched the short. Did I watch the short of it all? Oh, Zachary 3D Prints. What a nice guy. Such a nice. He was just so friendly. He's a YouTuber. Kept bumping into me every chance he got. It was fantastic. Big smiles. Says, oh, I haven't been streaming much. I got stuff going on in the reel. I said, that's fine. That's fine. Come back when you can. Remember, come say hello to me. Always say hello to me. Always get involved with me. I will do my best to promote you where I can, right? Because it don't hurt me. If you guys print my stuff, cool. I would like that. If you don't print my stuff, that's cool. I get it too. I get it. Don't bother me. It used to really bother me, but don't bother me no more. If you do want to get involved and see my models, here's the models link. I am on a lot of websites. My current focus is, of course, Maker World, but that's just because I want to make points so I can get back to you guys. Oh, Matt German, what a sweetheart. He was so proud. I gave him $10 in Canadian in Toonies. He's got a project coming up. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but he has a project coming up just using Canadian Toonies. Just what a sweetheart. And the first thing he says, "You're a lot bigger than you look like on stream." I said, "Yeah, it's one of the camera, makes me look like I'm medium sized. I am not medium sized. I'm a lot bigger in real life. Bigger in person." Yeah. What did they say about the TARDIS? Bigger on the inside? I'm bigger on the outside. It does amaze me that Lil knows how to get people to say their names, because me shaking hands with people and kissing babies, nobody tells me who they are. I recognize someone and I'm unsure, and again, I'm a little bit face blind. I have no idea what's going on half the time, but it's all good. Oh, did you not? Oh, there's my, oh, Slayers, how dare you put the super secret maker chip in your display? How dare you, young miss? How dare you? That's the super secret one. No one's supposed to know about that one. Now people, it's good because it's kind of out of focus in camera. It's perfect. No one will know. Everyone's like, what is going on? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Don't worry about it. Again, please go give Slayers a like on YouTube. Go watch that. It's a great little recap. She did a great job. Again, we try to promote everybody here on the channel. Excellent. So proud of Bexy Beans doing an event, showing off all her stuff, going and teaching people about cosplay in the 3D print world, all of that stuff. all of that stuff was wild. It's cool to see 3D Musketeers doing his hot take videos and stuff. Again, I know you guys think I'm a big hot to do, but most people don't recognize me, and most people don't know who I am. So it's all the good. Although now there might be more. I noticed the Twitch channel numbers didn't go up, so that's fine. We still haven't hit 2K, so I don't have to release a maker chip. So A1 number one. You guys keep it below 2K, okay? Don't tell too many people. Then I'll have to release stuff, and I'll have to keep a practical schedule. And you know how I feel about keeping a schedule. I hate making a schedule. What do we got here? Duck is doing such a good job on the APC. Yes, we'll go over that tomorrow. I love it because he just, whenever he's like sick of whatever he's working on, he'll pull out the tunnel rat tank and do it. And then he sends me a DM like 3 a.m. English time. I hope these colors are fine. I was like, it's perfect because the tunnel rats is World War One, World War Two themed sort of world, and that desert rat sort of look is perfect. That's kind of where the inspiration of them comes from. We got to get him some minis. I need a resin printer in the United States. Contact me through DMs and we'll work something out because he wants to do some minis as well. And vehicles. He'll do vehicles again too. We can send him some stuff and he'll just work on it when he works on it. There's an entire section of the Discord dedicated to it. It's Duck Photography, I believe is what it's called. What do you guys call it? Yeah, Duck Photography. Okay, yes, I will take this to the travel agent tomorrow. When would you be available for a phone call tonight? I'm on till 7 Pacific Standard. I think it's like 10 your time if you have time for it. But yeah, we can have a phone call tonight or tomorrow, whatever you want, Phantom. Because it is the weekend. I think my travel agent works on weekends. But yeah. We'll have a call tonight, okay? Yeah, they were not playing around, were they, Dank, eh? Okay, I will do. Pin this. Yeah, you guys get an extra hour tomorrow. So instead of it being a 4-hour show, it will be a 5-hour. Yeah, they're interested. Maybe because of that DM I shot them. I shot them a DM and they're like, whoa. And I was like, yeah. Oh, it's always funny. Yeah, so any other questions, comments, concerns? Anything else you guys want to go over, Murph? We can design a little bit. I was going to play some video games. It is Friday night video game night. Remember, you have we're running out of time here for the giveaway, so got 3 minutes. So you down? Yeah. We can do a group chat if you guys want. You guys want me to call you after show? Well, after the podcast I do, because I'll be over on a podcast tonight, and then I'll be on Jerry's podcast tomorrow. So on 3HP. So we'll be late for tomorrow's show, because all the YouTubers will want to know what's going on. And yeah, stuff and things and stuff. Do we have the thing for you at Dank? Mods, can one of the mods link to I want exclamation point Dank to get you to Dank's Etsy store, please? That's fine. We will. I don't know, dude. We've got 6 or 7 mods here on the channel, and we got 6 or 7 mods on the Discord. Somebody's in charge. Somebody knows what's going on. I never know who's in here. I don't really worry about it. So you have like 2 minutes! Exclamation point rigged. But yeah, so we're printing both Polymaker and we're printing Uzi today. This is a real filament that was given to me. I have to talk to a couple other manufacturers. Once they found out who I was, they were super excited. A couple of them were interested on the CNC side of things, which is always fun. Again, for me as a content creator, it was super great. See that even if it went nowhere with the companies, to be able to meet people like Slayers, to get to be able to, did I check out the new matte colors from Polymaker? No, I still have a bunch of Polymaker I have to process. I probably should though. The snazzy looking reel. Yeah, it's cool. The clear and black. Yeah, we're just testing right now. But so far it's like good. Like it's good, decent layer adhesion. But we got like I promised them I would run a bunch of stuff and then DM back to their production manager. No, their technical officer, and then tell them what I thought of it. They're not even available in Canada, but they're like, "Hey, you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah." Then they tried to give me a black one. I was like, "Yeah, I don't take black. I don't like black or white. Don't ever send me that." I hate black and I hate white. Black hides things and white um, tends to be ununiform in lamination. Maker, all filaments are so good. Yeah, they are, but I can tell the difference. Oh, there's the alarm. I'm still hoping for a gradient, and yeah, I'd like to see some more PETG. Thank you, Phantom. Just so you guys know, of course you did, Paul. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Dude, I was carrying around 1 kg and I was killing me. So, here's a little interesting note for all of you guys, and now that I'm going to kick this over to YouTube. My mod, Dank Think Tank, happens to be, I guess the polite word is a troublemaker. So if there's a meme of the channel, or if you know a content creator that needs someone who does manufacturing, Dank is your boy. My merch stuff goes through um, Streamlabs, but see, nothing works on my side. Um, but I would much rather you guys order from Dank. Not only that, but the troublesome nature of our boy dear Dank Think Tank is he will make custom tees. So if I say something stupid here on channel, there's a 99% chance there'll be a one of t-shirt of that. So if you catch something and clip it, make sure you send it over to Dank. Yeah, Dank will literally make anything if you ask for it. FYI, all mods are trolls. Exactly. It's true. I would have my mods no other way. Yeah, Dank, you need to make a custom shirt with that warning on it as well. Hello, All Out. How are you? So, yes. So, again, tomorrow we'll be going over photos and stuff and doing whatever. I think I'm going to kick over to video games after this, and just to kind of chill before I have the next one. Oh, yeah, we need to make that. Actually, what, Dank? Make sure, because I know there's big talk. Hey, it's Bart! Well, another Canadian. And let them roll in. This could be bad. This might put us over our limit. Bart, as soon as you're here, throw something in chat. Thank you very much, All Out. Sad we missed you. If my feet were not so bruised, I would have come over to the Netherlands. Hello, Bart. What were you building? Also, how's it going? What's good? Thank you for the raid.
I beg your pardon.
Dude, don't be mad at me. Europe makes themselves very friendly. Don't look at me. If my feet weren't so bruised, I would have been another week in Europe. Because I would have gone over to the Netherlands and then probably to France. And then everybody from Germany be like, why not Germany? Well, if we can get to form next, yeah, it's last call, exclamation point, rigged. I'm going to play the song and then we're going to roll. I'm doing okay, buddy. Hope you are well. Looking at the CL to crops or ooh, Bart. Are you on the Discord yet? I want to see pictures. Yeah, none of my prompts are working on my side. So mods exclamation Discord, please. Yeah, nothing is working today. Does it surprise me? No. Does it upset me? No. All right, exclamation point rigged, guys. This is your last chance because we're not gonna feed Steve, right? No feeding Steve today. I know, right, Dank? Bot's broken again. I think it needs to be reset. Or I need to update my Streamlabs, one or the other. Okay, that's your last chance of that. But Steve, don't feed Steve. Steve's getting fat again. All right. Well, we will wait till the end of the hype train then, and then we will roll. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Bart, that's cool. Yeah, Bart, get on the Discord. Let me see if I can get the link for it. I'll get the link for it. I don't know why the bot's posted. Steve is looking fat. He ate like 4 people last time. Steve is what we call our auto roller here with a timer. It's a big evil worm that eats things. If you guys came in with Bart, do not join the channel. We're trying to stay below 2,000 so I don't have to release some specific models that I don't want to release because I'm lazy. Okay, so then Bart. Pictures, bruh. Pictures, bruh. What do you mean? I beg your pardon. Steve is evil. Steve eats people so they can't win their prizes. Oh, Bart, I just got back from England. That's why he's just, it's true, he is deeply misunderstood. Yeah, take your time.
Here we go. Money
Yeah,
talk.
take your time. Just know, Bart, I'd love to see what you're working on. And
Sean
Whip
Dono
Sunday.
3 cheered 100 bits.
Yeah, but at least you're not in Toronto, right? Like, that's always a plus. Everyone keeps telling me, oh, Toronto's so nice. I was like, you've never been to Vancouver then. Vancouver's beautiful. I was complaining that I like the English cities because they have a lot going on. Vancouver, not so much. Nope, was in for a show and then out winning. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, I love Toronto. I was like, you've never been to any other Canadian city, have you? Toronto's all right. If you're from Toronto, I feel for you. I'm sorry. Toronto never. I used to go to Canada's Wonderland with my grandpa. Yep. Thank you for reminding me, Phantom. If you guys get to a level 3, level 5, or level 7 hype train, you get additional hour of the show. Tomorrow will be a 5-hour show because you guys already ran through a level 3 hype train today. Oh, you're from the Scotias? Oh, you're near Ottawa now? I grew up near Ottawa. I grew up in one of the small cattle country towns in Ottawa. Yeah, I like rural. Like, Cornwall's not my jam. It's not, I don't like, I think Cornwall's an ugly town, but I know people like Cornwall. And sheep live there, so they keep making the news. But yeah, just so that you guys know, we're just chatting about. I just came back from a maker event over in Manchester, UK. Spent some time in London. Spent some time in Style. Yeah, we love the Capster. We do. Ended up here for work. Retired. See, perfect. Bart, that's perfect. Again, rural Ontario is nice. I happen to really like it. It's just I love the mountains. Where I am here in Vancouver, I'm near the mountains. I really love them. Just something special about them. But again, I wish there was more. Like when I went to Manchester, when I went to London, when I went to basically every town I went to had a little bit of extra. And I feel like where I'm at, it does not. It's barely making the bare minimum. So, and the buildings. Oh, are the buildings beautiful? I guess you may not like. Not everyone likes factories like I do. But I love me some factories. And Manchester used to be a factory city, so yeah, we love the Capster. Also, hello, Capster. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the hype train. So if you guys keep the hype train going, level 3, level 5, level 7, tomorrow you get an extra hour out of me. Again, today we can only be on for so long because I actually have to make another podcast. But I will be late tomorrow because I'll be making a podcast in the morning. I will be doing a podcast from noon till 1 over on 3DHP with Jerry. And I know that's it goes every time I'm there. Everyone's like, you just stay longer. I was like, I can only stay an hour. We're overlap schedule. So just don't join the channel because we're very, very close to 2,000. And if we go to 2,000, I have to release models that I don't want to release because I'm lazy. Perfect. So exclamation point rigged if you can hear me. Let's get some emotes in chat. And then we'll go from there. How's that sound? I believe I'm on the podcast tonight. I don't know. That's our 3. All right, let's riggedy roll. Okay, so what this is, for those of you who don't know, this is a filament giveaway from our sponsor, our primary sponsor, Polymaker. They support all of my projects, and they're always looking at whatever dumb thing I want to make. They're in it. They always want to know. They're always excited. A huge shout out, huge love, and a huge thank you to Polymaker. All right, let's riggedy roll. Damn fat fingers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Will the man, the myth, the legend, will Darth Gallum be here? Will Darth Gallum build his way to freedom? Will his lightsaber of glory destroy the evil Steve? Or will he become a Schnook Haruken? Perfect. By the way, every time you guys hit a level 3 hype train, you get one of these rolls. Gallum, if you don't know, because it's been a minute, this goes for everyone. You can only get me in 3 spots, although I probably should put Instagram on there, but I never check my Instagram. Hit me up on Blue Sky, Twitter, or which is X, or Discord. Do not DM me on hashtag rigged. Do not DM me on Twitch. The Twitch mailing system is Garbaggio, and it is definitely a garbage can't, not a garbage can. So do not hit me up on Twitter on Twitch. You can hit me up. I'm everywhere, but the only reason why I don't want you to hit me up on Twitch is because Twitch is Garbaggio for that. Great platform, grateful for all the things they do for me, but Garbaggio when I'm trying to track stuff. So again, hit me. The best way to get me is Discord. I'm Maker Millwright on Discord. I am not the Free Heathen. The Free Heathen is the TV show. This is the Free Heathen Workshop. It's a long story. We can go into it another time. All right, so is it time for the falling of out? We are running spec right now. We just finished our Pet G build, which is over there. Should I be making more of these tubes? Do you guys want more of these tubes? I don't know. I don't have any current outstanding projects. Now that I say that, the mods will be like, "What about the 31 you're still working on?" Yeah, they'll get done. Listen here, sir. If I can find it, your mama was a snowblower, my mama was a rototiller. If I can find it. Ah, I can find it. My desk might be a little full. Whoop. That's correct. This is desktop CNC'd on the Artisan from Snapmaker, and it is the only proof that your mama was a snowblower, my mama was a rototiller. Boo, Darth Gallum, also winner. Exactly. Alright, so we're gonna do some Fallout for about an hour. And then I have to go get ready for another live stream I'm on. I know Maker Vikings like, why aren't you doing Tinker Atlas? We'll do Tinker Atlas tomorrow. I have a ton of photos to show off. Lizard. It's true. Also, if you guys like sound effects or events or anything like that, you have some suggestions to the show that you enjoy, reach out to the mods. This channel is very much community based, so if you want to add to the show, we would like you to add to the show. Oh, it's not looking good. We broke a support off. Maybe we'll give it the glue. Give it the glue! It's a big Z. Bart, it's a big Z. We are riding on another Discord. Ooh, aliens. Sounds like fun. Can I... Just gotta make sure it loads. But Maker, shouldn't you be doing more? Listen, I am terrible at planning. So if you have feedback, comments, and concerns, make sure you send it to the mods because they'll probably read your messages before I do. I know I'm terrible. Ooh, that's cool. I don't have all my atoms though. What shall I ever do? Let's play my Lobby. Well, Bart, you can always DM me, and I can show them, or I can repost them for you. I don't mind. But like, I'd love to see what you got, and you can see Duck's progression on the tank, right? And then Bart, like, I gotta get somebody to send Duck some minis because he says, "Oh, I don't like painting minis," so we gotta send those. He'll paint those, and then we gotta send him another tank, and then we actually have to send him the rat rod. Although he's gonna complain about the rat rod too. He's gonna be like, "This is not enough pieces," which always makes me laugh. Yeah, shout out to Jupiter Robotics. Your show is tomorrow, correct, Jupiter? That's your recap. Yeah, my tank thingy. Yeah, it's fun. I love this. Like, he says to me, like, does it bother you? I cut it up. I said, no. Send me a DM and we'll do the Stone Cold the glass. You want the glass shot? What you want to do, Dank, is send me the GIF or the GIF. Send me the GIF and send me the audio. I'll put it together. I still need to learn how to do the walk-ons through Triggerfire. So if you're like, oh well, I can teach you how to do that. Yep, absolutely. That's yeah. My answer is duck. Do the duck magic. I don't care if you cut the model up. I don't do what you do best, duck. That's what I want. That's how I felt, Bart. Like, why would I tell another modeler to not give it their own spin? Hello, short sewing gal. How are you? Welcome in. What was the show like? We got a recent fight recap video on YouTube in a couple weeks. Oh, a couple weeks ago. Perfect. Well, we can always look at it. Yeah, it's not like in sports, so we might have to try glue. We'll see how badly it fails. Remember, we don't treat any material special here on the channel. Everybody gets the hard run. Yeah, sewing gal. What were you working on? What were you sewing? I actually, speaking of, I gotta do a handkerchief. I gotta do it on stream here, but I was just over in the UK and I got some handmade textiles from a actual textiles plant, which was really cool. I'm gonna make these into a big pocket square. Handkerchief, for those of you guys who are like, what do you mean by pocket square? I happen to really enjoy suits. I like looking good. And I do believe that clothes make the man. And you gotta fake it till you make it, right? So we're gonna play some video games. Chillax. There's my sweet little building, of course. Oh, did I do the thing? So I guess this is you guys really want me to go to Goshen, huh? Oh, do I have music playing? I should not have music playing. It'll mute the VOD if I have music playing. It's my day? My day is excellent. How is your day? Tell me more about yourself. Tell me more about the stream. Join the Discord. Show off. Let's go, girl. No, no, don't giggle at me. I'm excited for you to come in. Nice to meet you. We've met before, I believe. I'm a gaming newbie learning as an adult. What game do you play? Video games are for everyone, right? Oh, Fortnite. Oh, I don't know if you ever get me to play Fortnite. My problem was that when they made the original game, it was super awesome, and then they came out with the like free to play version, and I was like, this is lame, and I never got into it. Oh, that's cool. Well, welcome in. We're glad to have you. Join the Discord, show off your stuff. Promote your channel. No, don't thank me. Thank you for getting involved. What do they always say? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. No, we're big here on promoting other people. Just because I'm talking about an event doesn't mean you can't talk about what you want to talk about. I can carry about 3 conversations at once. Yeah, and we play Fallout 76. We play group games, co-op group games as much as we can. And my recent addiction is Fallout. But we were playing tons of. Yeah, what they say? We were playing tons of. For a long time, we were playing. What is that one? Democracy one? Helldivers 2. Fallout. To be seen a lot of the game. Enjoy the show. Yeah, the show and the game are different, but very close. You've seen a lot of the Fallout game? I'm playing Fallout 76, which is the online one. Yeah, what are they sending you, Dank? Or sorry, not Dank. Slack. 10 kg. Yeah, I need to do the mobility trainer. We might have time to do it before we do Murph. But I'd have to make sure everything's running right, so I haven't asked for help yet for that. I'll have to get all my pet G dialed in on the big machine, and then we can go from there. Because we can do embedded stuff, right? I told you, man. I told you. Maker, no, it's not like that. Yes, it is. No, Maker, it's not like that. Yes, it is. And remember, I'm terrible for um for replying to suppliers and stuff, right? And remember, your success is my success. It doesn't even have to affect me directly. It doesn't. Nope. I'm here to cheer you on. I'm very proud of everything you guys do, and you guys should be very proud of what you do too. I am your #1 cheerleader. You're like, Maker, that's obnoxious. That's fine. I'm pretty. Man, this sounds like quite the psychotropic drink. I will be honest. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why wouldn't they be? I should just build one and then talk to my local food bank and see if they can do anything with it. Because It's a good place to be in. It's a good situation to be in to be able to help and them not need it. And I told you they were looking for people. How do you know, Maker? I just know these things. How about that? How about them apples? What was that? What did Tyrion Lannister say? I drink and I know things? Well, I don't drink. And if anybody tells you otherwise, I had 1 cup. It's only 1 drink if it's in the same cup. It was like a half a sip. Yeah, that's right. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's again because what you do. I told you, doing charity is its own rewards, but sometimes it's like you know how much I hate talking about what I do, but doing the right thing sometimes is rewarding. And sometimes it's rewarding in the ways you don't even know. I don't like to talk about what I do, right? Makes me feel awkward, but I keep telling you guys, just keep your chin up, keep working hard, keep doing your thing, you know? Don't let it get you down, because sometimes it'll get you down. It's not your fault. Just do your best. And remember, everybody falls down. Ain't nobody perfect. Know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if it's just it's the millwright way. I don't know if it's good advice. Because remember, even I fall down. Even I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But I'm still here. 5 years later, I'm still here doing the same thing, trying to break out, trying to get that attention. You know what I mean? Even I'm here, working as hard as I can, 5 days a week here on the show, promoting, showing people what I can. You clearly have not been. You clearly do not know Carrot as well as I do. There's a reason why Shenanigans 3D is always like, Maker, we should work on something. He's like, as soon as I have time to work with you, I want to work on something. There's a reason. I know you guys think I'm the minis guy, but okay, with the migraine, put some ice on your head, eh, and protect your eyes. I get them too, like every day. Take care of yourself. Come see me again. Remember, my DMs are always open, and give some love to the hubby for me. Tell him thank you for sharing you with us, and have a wonderful day. And don't ever be a stranger, okay? Hunting giant cockroaches with a shotgun. That's me too. Mine's from a car crash. I was in a really bad car crash about 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago. I just live with it now. I do my best. So just do your best, okay? And don't be a stranger. Girl. Yeah. Just remember my DMs are open if you're having a rough one. We don't have to talk publicly. You can just DM me and complain. You're welcome to. Goes for everybody. And remember, if you are having a crappy day, come here, cause some chaos. Press buttons. Be a pain in the butt. Just remember, try to be polite. That's all I ask. Anywho, off to you do. Well, we got people with brain damage, we got people with autisms, we got people with social disorders, we got people who are not doing so good, and then we got people who are doing wonderful. We got people who are supportive and want to help and want to see the best for everyone. And remember, this channel's mostly content creators, designers, and companies. It is. There's a few of us with a little bit of brain damage. I always have to remind people I'm kind of deaf and I can't see very well. I am all of those things. Well, guess what? Are you still welcome here? That should tell you something. Even on your worst days, are you still welcome here? That should tell you something. Just saying is all. I know, Maker, you're too sentimental. Listen, everybody needs a friggin' cheerleader. Me too. Sometimes I forget I need my own cheerleader, but that's what I got you guys for. I also sometimes need a kick in the pants to keep me going, but that's the honest truth. I'm from a different time and a different place. And I most certainly am not a robot. But if I were a robot, it'd be against my core programming to tell you I'm a robot. So I am most certainly not a robot. I do human things. Now I'm confused where I'm supposed to go. I haven't done this brewing thing before. Yeah. I was just saying, somebody was asking me about it. They're like, oh, you do these? Yeah. I was like, yeah, you gotta tickle the tism. Because everybody has a purpose in this world. I know I'm being sentimental again, I know. But everybody has a purpose in the world, and I want to see everyone succeed. I want you to have a good, full life. Because one day it's going to kick for me, and it's going to kick like a mule, and it's going to be a wild ride. And I'll be honest with you, I cannot wait. I'm excited. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be wild. Lack of Nuka-Cola is making me sad. 5556. That's why it was so cool to go to that event, because they just, like, they had room. I didn't even know they had a quiet room. But they had a quiet room, and, like, other than, the first day was a little hard on me, because lots of people touching me. But it was cool that just out of the sudden people would start being, hey, you're Maker Millwright. And I was like, yes, I am. I watch your show. I know who you are. I was like, nah, that's another guy you know. do the stuff and things and stuff. Hopefully it works for you guys. Like right now we're testing filament, believe it or not. While I play video games, I'm able to test filament. I actually designed some stuff for it. We're going to design some more stuff for it because we want to test overhangs. And then I gotta. Once everything finishes, I'll send a picture to the pictures to their development. Sounds great, Fenda. Yeah, I haven't updated my client side, so it's probably mad for that. I want to do a bunch of art for the show, but I have not done that because reasons and things and stuff. Just like we need to do a camera mount for the Voron, we need a camera mount for the Artisan because I want to start running the Artisan right on stream. Great, and bait. Oh, we're overweight. I do wish they had given me another reel, but I wouldn't have been able to get it back. I'll be honest. I know I didn't. Oh, mail it, but I couldn't. I brought the reel back with me. It was fun to take through security. Security's like, man, that is super dense. I was like, oh, it's filament for 3D printing. And remember, this has been opened, so it didn't. I haven't dried it or anything. So seeing it, we're trying not to give it the best view, right? We always try our best to we kind of give it the worst principles. Like the machines were cold today, right? They've been off for a week, which is I think the longest my lab has been off since I started it. Granted, I only have 3 machines running. I used to have 5. I could use a couple more machines. So, yeah, definitely could use more. We're going to run a bunch of stuff on the bamboo, then we'll run it on the Voron, then we'll run it on the Snapmaker and give us different comparisons. And then what I'm going to do is, because break's coming up here, so I'll take my break, and I'll be back, and then we'll just chill some more, you know what I mean? Alright guys, I'm going to take my break. I'll be right back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Free Heathen Workshop. My name, of course, is Maker Millwright. Oh, I got the hiccups. Welcome into my laboratory. I make stuff and do things. Right now we're playing some video games for Funtastic Friday. I will be going in half hour or so, 40 minutes or so. I have to go and do another podcast. I'm on Project in Dad's Garage with Alex. And who knows what we'll be talking about over there. It's always good times. But yeah, we're just playing some video games in the short term. And we're going to chill and have fun. How's that sound to you guys? Sounds pretty good to me. I'm seeing. Oh, is that where we're going? Oh, did we finish? We're gonna have to run it again because these one of these failed, so we'll give it the old glue treatment. People get the glue treatment even though I hate glue on my printers. But Maker glue makes it easier. Yeah, it shouldn't be hard. It's a fluid dynamic polymer, so it should be able to embed in the build plate. It has nothing to do with the manufacturer. It has to do with the first layer of adhesion. Oh, this is super mutant territory. Oh, and I'm down. Ugh. Gotta pay more attention. Forgot I'm not on my main. I could be using power armor, but I'm not using power armor because the game is better without power armor. Nope, nobody's here. Go away, super mutant. I think he heard me. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to tell him I wasn't here. I don't know. Missions for no reason. Climb the hill. We'll figure it out. Right here. little bit. Are you having fun yet? Catch. Alright, well, easy enough on that one. Too many high-level parts. Well, fine then. I don't need a power armor frame anyway. What I'm looking for is like plan. Which I don't see here. Maybe I just learned it. Oh. Try not to overthink it. It's a video game. Well, let's steal the fusion core. Still gonna put us overweight, which is fine. We can live with that. What we need is resin stuff. So far away from where I need. He'll be back. Hey, Snail, what's good? I killed all those beavers. What a jerk. what's the next option here? Check that out. But what I want to do, well, I think we're just going to try and pick a fight with people, I think. So I think we need to go back to the top of world. Wander around. See, that's going to be all Scourge, though. Where can we go and fight people? How have I been? I've been wonderful, dude. I just came back from being in the UK. I was in the UK for... I was in England and Wales for about a week. I just went to the Sanjay Mortimer Rap Festival. Very good time. Very exciting. Still super tired. But we're here, hanging out with you guys, doing some R&D. It's definitely be a double energy drink kind of night. But that's okay. We like energy drinks around here. Oh, we're overweight. A power frame that we can use? Hey, we got a power frame. Nice. And it's the right level for us. Even better. And we have a spare fusion core. Even better. And we have tons of fusion cores on us, so that's a good sign. Dank, have you come up with a design yet for the one drink? No pressure, I'm just curious. Exactly. There was no drinks. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, send me. Did you send it via DM? Where'd you send it? Did you send it through Twitch or did you send it through Discord? Because remember, I pretty much ignore Discord. It's not a you guys thing, it's a me thing. Do it on Discord, Snail. Well, it can't be any worse than Twitch. I'll take a look though. I'll take a look. I'm not saying no. It's nice to be up on the what's what, right? I will point out that those changes, like even Canada isn't looking at those changes, so it's very big fear mongering for no reason. And I've explained before why doing that won't. One, it doesn't really benefit anything. The best person who's talked about that so far is Joel Telling. Who's very, very grounded, very, very likable. You know, he lets people be themselves. His video by far is the best one, in my opinion. It's the usual fear mongering. It's saying things that aren't fully true. Half truths to placate people. You know how I We're lagging today. Try our luck. Nope. Oh yeah, I've seen his videos. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I'm aware of him. Again, I'm an outsider, so it's very. I'm Canadian, so again, my opinion on this stuff is a little bit mixed. But I will remind you, before you guys get too terrified of anything that's happening, that if Canada hasn't done it, and Canada's laws are significantly more strict than yours, blue stick, that should kind of give you a comparison of what's real and what's not. And yeah, I'm well aware of that content creator. You also have to remember that that content creator sells 3D print filament and machines. But I did warn everyone not to be that guy. But cloud computed 3D printing was going to have its problems, which is why I don't like it. I warned and I warned, and everybody's like, no, no, Maker, it's fine. You're paranoid, da 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 da. But remember, if somebody can stick their finger in your pie, they're gonna stick their finger in your pie. So, I don't sell anything but designs and my time here on the. I'm an entertainer. And that's why you should always try to support me where you can, because I'm different than most of these people. I do have affiliate links. I try not to push them. I'm not super interested in pushing my affiliate links, which has never gotten me in trouble, but it's definitely made companies, you know, it's given them opinions about what I do. But remember, like for me, just me, I'm a modeler who does. I'm a designer who sells designs and his time here on stream and the effort that I put in. So if you are going to support any channel, I would love it if you supported me. But if you don't feel the need or you don't have the resources to support me, then don't. It's okay. You can still watch the show. The show's free. But in general, there's a lot of fear mongering going on here. And that is a huge trend on the internet. So, just be aware of that. And if I can get them to sell more things, they will do that to sell more things. I don't know if Dank is still here or not, but Dank, I'm stuck on the brewing thing right now. And yes, I know telling you guys I'm Canadian is probably not the best. And most people don't even know where I come from. I don't know. Hold on. Hitting too many buttons at once. That's the one. It has something to do with waste on Nuka-Cola. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I got the next step. Welcome back, Bob. I don't know. It said experience the effects of Nuka-Cola. So I am. $42. I'll just give you the whole notes. You know as well as I do, the secret to life is making your life bigger by having people in your life. I think that is the general secret that most people just can't accept. Yes, keep breathing, eat, drink, and you will live. Yes. That is the just keep trying. No matter how much it gets you down, just keep trying. I've been around the world for 3D printing now. Come on now. Been in the United States, Canada. Love to go to Japan. Definitely want to go to Germany. Although a lot of people I was talking to that have been to Formnext, like, oh, it's like industrial, right? That's like industrial. Sign me up. I like industrial. I probably like industrial more than most people. There's probably a weird word for how much I enjoy industrial. Alright, where in the world am I? Just in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we can talk privately on what my overall cost was for Sanjay Mortimer. Well, send me a DM. We'll talk about it. They must have fixed the error. Wasted Nuka-Cola. Search for information about Nuka-Cola. Okay. Where do you want me to search for stuff for Nuka-Cola? Human enemies, you say? It's like raiders, I guess. It was hard. I was on like 3 different planes. I talked to my doctor. I got some help, but it was the tooth being alone as much as I was hard, but I understand why. And the flights were hard. Like I got lost in all of the airports. I had to ask for help in every single airport. So don't feel bad. Every single airport I had to ask for help. Is that a bad thing? No, I don't think so. Was it a good thing? No, I don't think so. But could have been worse. Could have been worse. Again, like my sunglasses have blinders on the side of them. Well, I try to do everything myself first. Like I try not to be a total suck. I try to learn. Yes, and I do. I get stress headaches too. I get stress headaches all the time. So those are the ones on the top. The headaches I get in the front. That's the doctor said it might be able to do something. They think it's a migraine or something. And then what you would do is you'd basically plan to do a meetup. Like if I was going, we could meet up at a certain airport at a certain time, and then we would just meet up at the airport and just talk to each other via Discord. Because the Discord you can get internet across the world, right? All the muscles could be, yep. Well, I'm supposed to be getting an MRI for my neck because they said that's part of it. But I don't know. They can still not explain the problem I have in the left side. But it's okay. Like it could be worse. Okay, so now I just find the ingredients. Are they here? No. Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna raid you out because it's about that time. But before we start all that business, let me get you back to main screen. Before we start all that business, let me find my raid target. I think I know who we're going to. So, before I go, I have 3 things to ask of you. 1, keep your chin up. Can't see the world if staring at your feet. 2, protect your neck. I don't want you to lose your head. And 3, most importantly, just build, build, build. Remember, you are loved and you matter. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for asking so many questions about Sanjay Mortimer Rep Festival. Thank you for asking me about Manchester and my trips to the UK. We'll be going over it again tomorrow. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. We had great numbers today. I love seeing that. Remember, I need all the help I can to grow. And I know playing video games is a little slow, but I'm slowly getting back into the streaming. I've been gone for a week. And of course, I'm sending you over to someone I love very dearly. I think is very cool. He also makes me a little nervous about Murph because I'm going to get a bear hug whether I like it or not, which is fantastic. His name is Shenanigans 3D. He's a very good man, very, very creative engineering type. And I want you guys to go give him some love. Make sure you stay for the raid. And I will be on Projects in Dad's Garage in about 15 minutes over on YouTube. So say hello to Carrot for me. I have to get ready. And I don't know. Thank you for all the positive feedback. Thank you for all the love. And please enjoy this outro by Solar 3DP.
ball making it. Thank you.